no idea how this works.
Who's gonna roleplay Rhea?
Alright, we're live.
I will.
Hello everybody, I am
They'll be
Ben
both killed.
Anderson and welcome back to Ladies Night Out. I'm Ben Anderson. So anyway, Zach's here. Hello Zach.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
So last session your
Welcome,
character
Zach.
Welcome Zach back.
Your character was kind of wandering around the town, just like, this is a big city, and it's made of stone. And I believe I have an art notebook around here somewhere. I'm still finishing the map, but the map itself is basically done.
Gotcha.
I've really only drew like one or two major landmarks per district, so this isn't like really to exact scale. Those buildings would be massive then.
They're massive.
But that's a basic idea of what the town looks like. Anyway,
Nice.
so you explored the area. You felt kind of most comfortable in the Pebbles, which is the poorest residential district, because there's a lot of like stone huts kind of around. It's like, these look like they make sense, as opposed to like the giant monoliths in other areas where it's like, how are these made?
Why?
Why and how?
How,
but
but
also
also
why?
Mainly why.
And then occasionally when, but
mostly
not
how and
usually, but mostly
why.
how and why.
Then also, who? And why?
Okay, so I'm in a little bit of denial.
So
and
are you in the mines with us?
Yes,
Okay.
she's caught. Redcon. She was there when you guys went into the mine.
Oh.
So previously, would you like to catch Zach up,
Okay.
Jacob?
Alright, so the basic summary, what we did, there was a lot of it that was just, talking around and whatnot. So, the important things. There was a gate that was sabotaged. We found the guy who we think sold the knives.
Okay.
We went to the library. The head librarian is dead.
Oh. Wait, from before? Like when the city was attacked?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We discovered that there's a guy that took special care in making sure he left a mark on all of the corpses, it seems.
With
Or
a
with a
spike.
spiked club. And we also had a big jurisdiction argument, or I had a big jurisdiction argument with one of the captains.
Gotcha.
Never
Yeah,
happen again.
Until 3 seconds from now.
And
You just yell at a stone, I'm in charge! So you hear echo, I'm in charge, I'm in charge, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. How many people think they're in charge?
And no, basically what it was is there was a guy that was fleeing the scene, and why was he fleeing the scene again? He was
Murder.
murder, and
He's
a murderer.
also being
he had a
like
he was being questioned
Yeah.
for his involvement in the
skills
attack.
of torture. He was questioned.
And
Retort question.
he was
He's probably being tortured now.
he had an amulet that turned magic back against the user.
That he probably used. Because it was not very well made.
Yeah.
It's like bad gold around, like good items, badly executed.
Badly
Yeah.
made.
And so we headed to the mines afterwards, and that's everything I
We
remember.
finally made it to somewhere where
All right.
action can happen.
Alright.
You got to tackle somebody.
You're right. I should have
And-
tackled you right afterwards for arguing with the commanding officer.
Then Rhea tried to
So
bring
embarrassed.
Rhea tried to
kept
bring
killing
the murder victim back to life and failed.
Because he played with poison.
Technically,
There's
he
poison.
wasn't. You didn't kill him the second time.
And it was
Technically, he
over
just
a
put him unconscious.
Technically, yeah.
You just overreacted.
I also a little misspoke there. Anyway. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are at the
Don't get.
moment.
She needs more than just
So,
Toll the Dead.
I do kind of view that in almost a humorous light. I can just imagine like there's this guy on the ground and me and the captain are arguing. So that he kills him. I bring him back to life while we're just arguing. It's
He kills him again.
just offhandedly while
Yeah.
we're both still arguing.
He's like
And it's
electrocuting
just
guy, and I'm on
keeps
top
Guys,
of him like,
guys,
can you please
the
stop?
lady hit me first.
getting- You know what it reminds me of?
Ladies,
It's the,
ladies, you're both pretty. Can I go home now?
You know when
Yep.
Ryder and Liam are arguing in Andromeda.
Yeah.
There's
And they
the-
just keep interrupting that terrorist guy.
Yeah. I will not be ignored any longer. See,
And
look,
first
idiot.
of all,
I love how like the music starts playing every time it turns on.
that's
it
one of my
turns off.
favorite quests in Andromeda. Actually, I think Liam's one of my favorite characters in Andromeda. See, Liam is what
Multi-class into
Var-
knowledge domain cleric.
Var-
Wait, never mind.
What's his name? I know who you're probably about to say.
What's today's
The new one in Mass Effect 3.
right.
Yeah.
game?
What's his name though? Yeah,
I was like,
Starts with a V.
I don't know.
Vega.
Vega. Yeah.
24?
See, instead of making Vega a Marine dude, bro, if they made him like
I don't like those
a first
30.
responder,
Mhm.
emergency personnel type of character, like that would be way more interesting.
Yeah.
Because like when they talk about his family, it's... Anyway, sorry, we'll have this conversation tomorrow.
All right.
Oh crap, tomorrow I have. Okay. Anyway,
What's
yeah.
today's date in game?
In game, today's date is. Let me check the calendar.
All right.
the calendar.
I'm following Corbin's notes.
Yeah, what is
Where is the calendar? What have I done with the calendar?
Oh my.
All right, here we go.
Invaded the mines.
Is currently June 1st, Thursday.
Okay.
It's a birthday. Wait,
Wow.
all the days have 30
Corbin,
months,
if
yeah?
you see this.
All of the days, or all
I
of the
just
months have
showed him
30
the one
days.
page.
Yes, they do. Because I don't like things we do.
This is the list of stuff she wanted us to do today.
Goals for this
She really
asks is going to... if she's okay.
I don't know. Are you okay?
I don't know.
I
What is
don't-
okay?
Oh my gosh.
You have a lot of issues.
I, a bard wizard, have more hit points than our cleric.
It's just a lot.
A whole 6 more hit points.
All right.
So I'm gonna fill in
So,
the blank spaces
you
like
guys
it's
find
a test.
yourselves
Got it.
in the mines.
Finally.
This is more a little more familiar to you, although still a bit alien.
Friend.
Wait, let me
See-
shed a little light on the subject.
Oh gosh.
Turn on the strobe.
Turn on the strobe.
The strobing mines.
Zach, just turn on the strobe lights. Just hit one of the solid light
Turn it
colors.
off.
Look here, you know what?
We've entered into the strobing mines.
Ben has revoked my strobe light privileges.
Because you're turning it to blue and
There we go.
I
That's
got
it.
it.
we're in the ocean now.
Let's see. Where are the?
Look here, look at that. There we go. Here, actually, if you want to dim the light,
Where are we? Are we in here?
I do.
more aesthetic.
No, we're in the box behind you.
Yeah, this is Lars McGuffin.
Beards.
This is irrelevant.
Is the shoebox behind you?
Oh,
Anyway, we were all messing around with the
lights.
lights. Anyway,
Like this.
so you start heading into the caves. You've heard of caves, Morwen? You've even seen like a few like very small caves around
It's like
your
a very big
That's what you're getting.
basement.
kind
I
of.
want to be the
what
pretty
you get.
one.
Basements.
It's the basement of the earth.
And instead of family members
Yeah.
hanging from the ceiling, it's stalactites.
Giant spikes, you know. No big deal.
I'm going to roll for silence.
Is Cabby with us?
Yeah, I think Cabby, Taliesin, and Jason were there.
Okay.
Everything okay, Morwen?
No, not okay.
Fine.
Yeah?
I'm just not a huge fan of underground.
Yeah.
Since, you know.
You want to hold a torch?
Sure.
Here's a torch.
You are now holding fire.
Fire! I don't have a problem with that. I like
A
fire.
massive
Why does
stick.
Ardena look like an anime
Fire.
I also have
on this
dark
one?
vision, so it's not bad.
Oh, Sailor Rat costume.
Let's see. Do we have Jason in here?
Wait, where are we?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
guess
mouth
it's
of the
Jason.
cave?
You're kind of in the mouth of the cave at the moment. So this particular cavern has it's a rather large face, but it also has these massive like wooden posts, appear to be made of like trees that have had the limbs chopped off and roughly flattened on a couple of sides, and huge iron hinges that allow the entire mouth of the cave to be closed off from the rest of the world. Walking inside, Cabby looks at it like, huh, we had one of these near my hometown. Yeah. Yeah, with like a big old doors they can shut. And, yeah.
Was it a mine or just a cave?
I don't think it was a mine. But
why
like,
they have the doors?
because kids like go in there and explore, and
Blame it on
somebody
the
got lost
enemy
in there once and
teenagers.
died, so like they
So
blocked
are
it all
the
off.
doors for keeping people in,
No. It's for keeping people out.
Well, they're supposed to be for keeping people out, but then somebody else got decided to be a punk and would investigate inside once for like probably a dare or something, and then they had closed the gate. And then like a week later they opened it and they saw that he tried to break out and he had starved to death. So
Just one more reason to not.
Tom
like
Sawyer,
driving
anybody?
around. I was gonna say I read a book about that once.
Does she know how to read?
Cabby
No,
Morwen.
Morwen.
Never officially taught schooling, but learned to read and write by her mom and pa.
I learned how to read some words, like little words.
Safe.
No, but I know how to spell auto-defenestrate. That's a great word, by the way.
That is a great word.
It's great with the command spell.
Delicious.
Do you know what the word means?
What?
Thank you.
It means to throw yourself out of the window.
Oh, demonstrate?
Yeah, auto-defenestrate to throw yourself out a window.
Oh, autumn.
I'm about to defenestrate you like it's Prague in 1618.
Whoa! Calm down, man.
So, anyway.
Defenestration of Prague is what kicked off the 30 Years' War. Thank you, AP Euro.
I would
for
like to
forever
have
sticking me
my
with that
owl
amazing
keep an
knowledge.
ear out to see if anything starts coming for us.
Alright, your owl will do so.
Would you like
What
a
is
piece
that,
of
look at the
paper to
ceiling?
start?
What order are we
Alright.
going in on?
Good.
Is there anything on the ceiling?
These are very big tunnels until we actually start getting in, I assume.
What did you say, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said it was a good question on marching order. What is marching order?
I would like to go in the middle. I would
What?
feel safe.
Cabby would also like to be in the middle.
Yeah, let's
so.
keep the squishier ones in the middle.
Where's Sarah?
Where is Sarah? That was an excellent point.
I'm
Come on,
like,
Sarah
where's the
Kelton,
blue
you were
one?
overlooked.
Sarah's in front, I'm next, and
Let's
whoever.
see, do you have
behind
this, the weird superhero costume on?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
do you have the,
us. One of them is.
or are you just,
Doesn't really
Yes,
matter.
I have the
Taliesin
superhero
will
costume.
take the back
Feel
then.
like
Aw.
you're
Okay,
so
Because
fortunate.
I'm wearing,
Oh.
I have my mage armor up.
So that way we have a barb in the front and a barb in
And
the
that is
back.
my mage armor.
There.
okay.
That's us.
Okay.
Until we get further.
Is this our
in the
locking
hall.
order?
More or less,
Kinda.
apparently.
You can edit it if you want.
Yeah.
Sarah's in front.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because dark vision,
Yeah.
And
And
like-
investigation.
that too.
I'm there to grab you in case
And
you
an
fall.
owl.
I mean, I have both of those things, but also I'm
No, she's in
squishy.
front.
Wait, hold up. This is the front?
Yeah, this is the front.
Oh.
Or are we going that way?
I vote.
I haven't set this up as an actual map, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay, we're gonna go this way.
I vote right because.
Okay,
right
hold up. I'd
is
like to look
nice.
at the ceiling.
Okay, make a perception check.
Cool.
Is there anything you're looking for?
Any dangers, stalactites that might fall?
Okay.
Monsters, I don't know. Perception, that is a total 22.
Okay. As you're looking up, it does occur to you that given the holes in Sarah's helmet, oh yeah, Sarah is currently wearing 3 helmets. She
Because
has.
she has horns, so they have two helmets on top of her horns,
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
one through her horns.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably falling stalactites is a bit of a risk, but what you see here are very large, straight stalactites. Although it occurs to you that, man, they must not get earthquakes here. Because if they did, all of Stonekeep would fall down.
Yeah.
Given how, like, we don't build a lot of stones in
Don't
California.
anger a dragon.
Alright, forever
Roars.
question.
What are the
Does it look
tectonic
stable?
plates like in this world, Ben?
Would it-
Well, there
This
are
world-
no fault lines directly underneath folklore.
This
but-
world that has no name.
Yeah. This world has no
It
name
can
yet.
also be caused by volcanic activity, so we just better hope there are no volcanoes nearby.
There's one that
Alright.
is very far away.
One forever question. Does it look stable? Will it bear
Walk on? No,
80 pounds of
there's-
force?
The stalactites?
No, just the ceilings, the walls.
Yeah, given how you're kind of entering the heart of a mountain, you have a feeling that there's more than 80 pounds going on up there.
No, yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say 80 pounds of force is not much, my dude.
I know.
Now, then again,
Geologically speaking,
we are speaking of compressive force, and stones are more likely to shear than they are to implode under compression, as opposed to steel, which has better tensile strength than it has compressive strength.
Okay.
No, you're thinking of concrete, and it's the opposite.
Okay, I do nothing with this information at the moment.
Steel is about
All
the
right.
same.
Let
either
Teflon
way,
be
isn't it?
Teflon, okay?
I don't know.
But yeah, concrete has better compressive strength and tensile strength, and it has basically zero shear strength, which is why you put rebar in it.
Yep. And then it's a pain to demo. Anyway,
Yep.
who here has demoed concrete with rebar?
What? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, you missed that day,
The
Kelvin.
amount of houses that have it underneath that you have to rip up before you can do anything else.
Not concrete.
It's not my line of work to do that.
Guys,
Fences?
I was born
Yes.
and raised
They
in
built
the
houses.
Glass walls?
Concrete.
Yes.
See?
Concrete.
Oh,
I don't know
lots
if I've ever-
So anyway, you guys
We'd flip
continue
houses
heading in.
for
So if you want to spider climb along these ceilings, you totally
I can.
could.
All right.
It would be a bit of a trek to get up there, currently in this part of the cave. But you could.
no, how high is the ceiling?
In this particular
Or the
area,
opening. We just
so
started.
the mouth of the cave itself is like 20 feet tall.
Does it split into
And then it
two?
opens up even higher to be about 60 feet tall in this
Okay.
area.
I was gonna say,
Or is it
This
just
with
going
us?
straight?
I was gonna say, Smee could
I'm
walk
going
over
to spider climb along the
Noria.
walls above the party.
Noria
I'd like to
could
make a
hold her
stealth
upside
check.
down and throw her up, and then she could land on the ceiling like that.
Missile. No.
Not
Okay.
quite at this.
Yeah.
I've thrown
Okay,
you
yeah.
before.
True.
It
But,
works.
that's right, we have. Okay, I like to crawl on the wall, not the ceiling, but the wall above the party, and make
Okay.
a stealth check.
All right, make a stealth check.
Yeah.
A stealth check.
I would like to cast dancing lights on Smee.
I would like
Very fire.
I like to cast silence on you.
You can't do that?
Yes, I can.
Wisdom's too high, remember?
Still
You can just say no.
No, you can't do that.
What do you mean I can't?
I will physically stop you because I can do that now.
Okay, then don't cast dancing lights.
Oh, I love counter
Okay,
spell.
stealth.
I'm just gonna hold
Cabby
my torch
casts like
and
zone of
shiver
silence.
in
Zone of silence.
Yeah. What is counterspell exactly?
When
15
when
to
you
stealth
cast a
check.
spell,
Okay.
if it's third level or low, I end it.
Okay.
And if it's higher than that, I make an intelligence check to end it.
Is that a like? Do you have to expend a spell slot to do
Yes,
that?
it's a reaction.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a spell.
Okay. Yeah. So that
But-
is
Fun fact: you can counterspell a counterspell.
Mm-hmm.
a 15.
Cool.
There's a Monopoly game with a card that says just say no, and you can just say no as many times as you want. They just counteract each other. You're like, I steal all of your properties. No. No.
Why is it counterspell?
No.
That's how Monopoly works.
That's
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Oh,
They-
you
they
can
card
because
games at
College
Monopoly.
Lore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about the bards can just learn any spell thing with the Unearthed Arcana. Because that means that College of Lore bards have the entire book as their spell sheet.
Yeah.
I do promise that I won't overly abuse it.
Right, I know, but it's like, I feel like that's potentially an oversight on their part.
I think it should be limited. I thought I saw somewhere that they can't. Yeah, the whole arcane and divine magic thing. I could have sworn that was.
Might have been older editions. Because there's a sidebar on like how it's different, but
Smee has these
like,
special
sorcerers,
slippers inside
divine soul
of their
sorcerers,
shoes that
just get
allow
the cleric
them to do
classes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's because there's
Walls of spider.
Yep, counterspell.
holy magic within there.
It's
Whatever.
a
Anyway,
spider
Oh, wait,
in this.
no, wait, that's warlock.
It's a third level spell anyway. You can't learn it yet.
Just gonna start explaining
Yeah.
everything we do.
Counterspell. Counterspell. Well, I can still learn it.
There's
So
another
I do need to
question
get back to the
before
point
we
where I
wanna
do
do
have
that.
my additional magical secret spells.
yeah. So you guys are walking through this dungeon or this cave, and it's getting kind of dark, so you're carrying a torch.
I have a torch.
I have
and
a
dark
torch
vision
as
up to
well.
60 feet.
Which
You
is
have
good
dark
because,
vision.
I have dark vision
Then
up
why
to
did you need a
120
torch?
feet.
Wow.
well, Tellison and Jason and you don't have dark vision.
Yeah,
Dark
I
vision
don't.
out to 120 feet. Because I have an owl
Are
sitting
you
on my
in
head.
front?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is.
As long as he's in front.
I have an owl that sits
I'd
on my
like
head.
to continually make perception checks specifically for scary noises.
Okay.
At this point, the whole world
I would
is
like
a
to
scary
see if
noise.
there's any. No. The
16.
clues.
Okay,
Because
I make a
we're
perception
looking
check.
for things. Sorry.
14. Okay.
I was having trouble finding it.
As
In
you're
the darkness.
kind of looking around, now
Now the mood lighting. Mood lighting.
See the thing.
You can see.
As you're looking around for clues, Jason comments that
I was like,
back in the day,
oh gosh.
he was on a military
He's old.
bit of a fight within the cave system. This was before the walls were completely made as they have been today. They were still in the progress of being built, and there was no wall between the keep and the mines. So a fighting force fought their way into the mines to make it a mobile base or a command center right next to the fort. So he's like, yeah, I fought in that cave over there, and yeah, that's about as far as I got into this cave.
Oh.
I mean, frankly,
Has anything changed?
well, this appears like they've opened it up. I think it's just kind of a dumb move, to like set up your away command center right next to their home command center.
Yeah.
Because like your supply lines have to get all the way over here,
Right.
and their supply lines literally right there.
Was that their undoing in the end?
I mean, it was this particular group. I was just a foot soldier at the time. I didn't see the whole overall battle. Maybe this had some plan that they were pushing for. Maybe they're just desperate. I don't know. But
Do you remember where their barracks?
in this part of the mine, you will roll.
Blood and shit.
I want to check out
It's
where
a
they
scary
slept.
place.
It's like, yeah, I think it was this way, and he leads you into one of the corridors.
Oh, wow. I can
Uh,
still see the blood residue. No, I can't.
You carry on through the corridor for a while, and then you enter a place which has been wide out quite a bit. It's like, I could be wrong, but I think it was here. And you see that it appears to be, again, some form of like barracks, but there's some cots set up, and there's a couple of dwarves in mining helmets putting some pickaxes like, oh, well, hello there. What brings you to our mines?
Oh, hello. We're just looking around. I'm sorry. No.
Wait, I messaged. Didn't they say that all of the miners were out?
We're leaving.
Isn't that what they said?
They were all gone or they were leaving.
Yeah.
You guys heading out?
Oh yeah, well, our shift's almost gone. I don't know where everyone else was. We went to one of the deep parts of our vein. We got some lucky loads recently.
Oh, awesome.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Go for it. And I'm going to roll whether or not I am lying, just so that we have stuff going on.
All right, insight. That is a total 17.
Total 17. Kind of looking them over. They've got clay.
Looking down from the ceiling.
They have clay and dirt and
What do we
grime on
find
them.
here?
Their pickaxes look kind of well used. Their hands are rough and calloused, with some like new blisters forming from a hard day's work. The candles in their lanterns, they do have dark vision, but still having better light makes it easier to make precision strikes and stuff. Are well worn out, and they do appear to be in the process of packing up.
I don't think they're lying, Sarah. This is still a message. I don't want to
Why
know
do
where
you
I
keep messaging Sarah?
am. Because this way,
Because
they
I'm
don't
in
know where I am.
charge.
Is this your mission?
I'm in charge.
No.
I believe everybody else is already on their way out if they haven't left already.
No.
Oh, is it late? That late already? Oh my!
Well, she didn't say it in character.
No. But
Well,
she
we
has-
both
don't know
she
I messaged her.
exudes it.
We better head out there. Are you also on your way out?
No, we're actually an investigation crew to
Oh.
check out. Random question. You wouldn't have happened to hear any random noises or scuffling while you were back in the mine?
Oh well, no. There's mostly just the sounds of the hammers picking
Gotcha.
or pickaxes picking, and we have yes.
Is there another way in other than through the big gated front door?
Oh, not that we know of, and if we did know of any, we of course could just tell people that.
We only have a pass for so far.
But as far as I know, no, that the gate's only way in and out. Of course, if you could dig deep enough through the earth, you'd probably find yourself on the other side of the world. But
Gotcha.
we haven't gone that deep.
Alrighty.
I
Thank
choose to
you.
glare at this dwarf.
The other dwarf kind of smacks him like, no, I told you, if you dug too deep, you just fall out the other side.
Assuming you survive your travel through the core.
That's what I'm saying. And if we dig all the way through the core, what would happen? Would we just mine the heart of our world itself? That would kill all of us, probably.
I feel like that's where spicy water comes from.
Spicy water?
Lava.
Well, we best be on our way.
Alrighty, thank you.
Okay, good luck. Oh, no, we didn't hear anything very funny. Except that Jerome here told a funny joke. Jerome, tell a joke.
No.
No, I'm not going to tell the joke. Oh, but it's so funny, Jerome. No.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
slowly close
Jerome,
the
tell
door.
the joke. The joke was about our wages and life expectancy. Thank you, I'll be here all week. And he just walks out. Oh, you had to be there. Oh, ta-ta! And he also leaves.
Alright, that was
Suppose
awkward at all.
spending most
Let's
of your
go
life
elsewhere.
underground would do that kind of thing to your mind.
So you're breathing in the same oxygen over and over and over again?
Sarah,
I would know a thing or two about that.
can you just send the owl to look at all the things?
No, the owl can only go so far. 100 feet is the range.
Oh. Alright. Let's go.
Silas had fun with that because with Eyes of the whatever, Pact of the Chain or whatever, it was like, oh yeah, it's all the same plane of existence. It's fine. Like, oh, great.
Yep.
And then he hit the flame shock.
No! Hey, Ben, can you enchant items with spells?
Technically, yes, but I'm not going to get into that because...
What if we
another rule set.
enchanted
A sword of fireballs.
a bracelet with Find Familiar and put it on her?
It's
Would it
called a ring of
work?
spell
It's like
story.
basically my boots are boots with spider walking
Slippers.
enchanted into them.
Right.
They're slippers
I know.
in a boot. I just like the mental image of you shoving a slipper into a boot.
I sewed them.
That's even better.
It's like, the padding stuff.
Alright.
The things they do.
Like Dr. Scholes.
We is investigating.
Okay, so you continue heading further in. Jason's looking around like, yeah, this is definitely the place, but it looks like the miners have adapted it, made it their own, and made it a bit homier, a bit larger. Good for them.
More like homely.
Well, surprisingly, it was uglier back then, but anyway.
Oh. Guess it would be like that during the war.
Yeah.
No.
This is where Kevin lost his arm.
Oh.
Yeah. Poor Kevin, yeah.
Did he get it back?
No.
Quietly starts
No.
crying.
That's all. But he
You're
got
so emotionally damaged.
he got a hook hand after that.
Oh, what?
You got a hook hand after losing his arm?
Well, it was like from this point,
Oh.
just below the elbow.
Was there blood
Cabby.
involved?
Cabby like walks up to you and like awkwardly like pats you on the shoulder.
It's okay.
What exactly are we looking for down here?
Clues?
Yes.
Just-
I
Clues?
think that there's people down here.
I think
Or
Something
there's an extra
secret is
exit
going
that they don't know about. That
Um,
we can't get to because our pass only goes so far.
Morwen, make another perception check.
ouch. 14.
14. Okay.
There is a spooky.
So in Skyrim recently, I started going through skill trees I've never gone through before, including Pickpocket, which, by the way, super easy to level up. And once you max it out, you can steal the clothes off of people's backs. It's pretty great.
I want them.
Anyway, so I'm going with a goal of trying to steal the clothes off of every single character that's unequipable close to Skyrim. And then I would have made the skill legendary, but oh crap, now I can't do that again. Anyway. Because then I could invest points in the other. Anyway, whatever.
Can I investigate the room for clues or like some kind of map? To
Make an investigation check.
what their like all of their tunnels are like. 15.
15. All right. So while you are looking at the various paperwork lying about, a lot of it is like legal documents and stuff like that. Like, okay, this is what the paymaster's info is. This is how you access these things. Here's the essentially like OSHA requirements.
Yeah.
There's that sign on the wall: if you are injured in a workplace accident, contact so and
If
so.
you're injured in a workplace accident, screw
Love
you.
those.
I'd like to write a note that tells them to forward their checks to my house. No, not really.
You don't have a house.
But you do find that there is like a small section whatever. You are here,
Yes.
and
Guys, I found a
Pull out my
map.
Goes
phone
a bit
and take
further.
a picture.
Guys, I found a map.
Jason's gonna take a look at that real quick. It's good. Huh. I don't remember this passageway, but I also, didn't work in the mines, so.
We should go back. We should go down there because it might lead to something that
He doesn't remember it?
secret.
No, he doesn't remember
We're
it.
looking for
But again, he was only down to it briefly during
Whispering
a war.
this behind everybody. We should go
Well, I
down.
know what I'm gonna do
Let's just see
later
how
on
very
when I
confident I
get
am.
my magical secrets back. So, alright. Back on track. So,
Fireball and counterspell.
yes. You predicted 100% accurately.
I mean, those are great spells.
Yeah.
We should go with hypnotic pattern. That one's pretty great too.
He's gonna ban
messed
hypnotic
up.
pattern to
I just banned third level spells. No fireball, no counterspell, no hypnotic pattern,
Alright. Let's see.
But what if I want tongues?
Guys, we
no
found-
tongue.
We found a tunnel that nobody knows where it goes to
No,
or what
just
it
Jason. But
Well,
sure, we can go down there.
Nobody,
Alright,
including us. We
I
haven't
will,
been here
I will
before.
crawl a little bit higher on the wall and proceed
I can't.
cautiously down the tunnel, making a perception check.
All right, I make a perception check.
There, you're higher.
Alright. That is an 18.
You perceive there are 40 arrows. No.
I'd like to make a stealth check.
As you're walking through, again you see
Giant crowd of people. Just
you see there are some candles sputtering out that have been put in by some of the miners. You see there are some tools left by particular dig sites.
Miners, not miners.
miners?
You don't see anything or hear anything. You see and hear dangerous stuff or see dangerous stuff,
How old are you?
but like tripping hazards, low ceilings in some areas. As you start getting deeper into this area, the ceiling gets shorter and shorter and
There
shorter.
goes your pedestal.
Just like you.
Until eventually you do have to get off of the wall, and you're just kind of in front at the moment. And Narya is ducking.
Ow.
Oh, little passage.
So you're currently
I have
going
to
through like an
look
actual
at
like
little
mine
people.
shaft area.
For little people.
I'd like to make another perception check to see if there's any noises.
Okay.
That was that one.
As you say, there's
All right.
noises, I'm gonna-
Morwen, make a perception check.
Someone's after you, Warren.
Oh, it's got. Oh, that's not much better.
What'd you guys roll?
7.
Hang on.
Perception check.
Owl to the rescue. 15.
15. Okay.
5. I'm ducking right now.
You hear absolutely nothing weird at all. You hear absolutely nothing weird at all. You, as you're listening in, very carefully,
Hear my torch.
you hear.
It's somebody's gas.
Stomach.
I think there's a monster.
You gonna
Yes,
announce
and it's
that?
Narya.
Smile.
You feel hungry.
Who's in front of me?
Oh, it's not good.
You hear there's a monster here. His name is Smina.
We're gonna have her in the back
Yes,
because
It's
I don't know what
me.
she's
Is
doing.
that you?
This is our order now.
Not right now.
Cabby rubs his hands. Good. That's what they think.
Oh, she's not.
Jason sees that. He rubs his hand. Good. That's what she thinks.
Oh, God.
Taliesin stops sharpening his fangs. What? No.
I'd like to roll to start singing Carry on My Wayward Son.
Roll performance.
Oh no. I didn't mean it.
I'm the bard of this party. I'll do the singing.
I got a 7.
Excuse me.
I'm the more dedicated bard.
Sorry, what?
Wait, how many levels in wizard do you have?
You have more.
You're a bard 3, aren't you?
Bard 4.
Bard 6.
Oh, okay.
Just because you have a lute doesn't mean you know how to sing.
Taliesin has the entertainer
I have a
background.
lute, a
I
bagpipe,
whistle when I'm
and
nervous.
You are whistling.
I'm whistling.
Not very well, but
and
you
a
are
drum. I
whistling.
have a lute, a bagpipe, and a drum.
Taliesin has his attractive body.
I would like to join in the whistling.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the attractive body.
Okay, and that's performance, right?
Save it for marriage, jeez.
I would like
11.
to join in with the attractive body.
11.
I would like to cast attractive body as a bonus action.
Okay, and now you're going to prison.
It's not just a major image.
What?
No, it's alter self. Right, alter self.
It's sort of like a
It's
heavenly
stricken, that's what
bodies.
it is.
Anyway, 11 to join in and sing whistling.
Okay. You are both whistling. You're whistling all right.
But I can't whistle.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho. It's off to work we go. 6, 7. Not here.
Well, Snow White and then,
And then Snow
the
White.
Prince.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you have to
okay.
play Snow White and the Prince.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright,
She's
there we
here
go.
in spirit.
We got all the characters.
I have her
Ben
list.
obviously is the evil queen.
Of course.
So we're wandering into a
Wait,
tiny little
no.
tunnel.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
going through tunnel to tunnel.
Did we have to stop? Is it too small now?
No.
Like to cast panic attack as bonus action?
It currently it's about
Got a casting class.
about 5.5 feet tall at the moment.
Oh.
That's how tall the ceiling is here.
It's roomy.
So at this point, some of the humans would have to like duck a bit.
Gosh, dang it.
It is, however, plenty broad.
You're doubled over.
She's prone.
I'm like crawling.
Interestingly enough, it is broad enough for you.
Oh, nice.
Because-
I can
So
stick
you
out
can
my arms.
lay sideways and roll.
Sweet.
Because dwarves are quite broad.
Wait, is there anything behind us?
Make a perception check.
Nobody's been looking behind us.
Ooh, okay, that's really good.
What?
My perception, 23.
23. Yes, Morwen is behind you.
Okay, is there anything following the party?
A sense of regret.
Yes.
No.
It's
Okay,
There's some
radiating
love
off
hanging in
forward.
the air.
Nasty things that.
The sound of broken hopes and dreams. The usual thing.
It smells like cinnamon out.
You know, if you
I do
replace
smell cinnamon.
That's because I'm eating cinnamon.
Oh.
if you replace the stone walls with trees, this would be a boulevard of broken dreams.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys
I would
continue.
like to give me
Mine
my
shaft of
torch.
broken dreams.
You like what?
Gives me the torch.
Okay. You hand Smee the torch. I'm gonna get some more appropriate music for, because she doesn't have dark vision. You do.
I'd like to hand Nari the torch.
Oh. Thanks.
I'd like you to hand it to Sarah.
I'm gonna smack you with it. That's what I'm gonna do with this torch.
I figured you were Friday might want it, but it's fine.
Well, thank you for thinking of me.
Taliesin in the back. Guys,
Yes.
it's really dark back here now.
Pass it back.
It goes all the way back. His torch. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, as you
Immediately
continue,
gets grabbed by a Grail.
you just see the torch stays exactly where it is. Hey, Taliesin. Silence.
That's it. Buddy, you okay?
Taliesin stumbles back in. Oh yes, hello, friends. I am Tal. Good to have torchlight and friendship. So anyway, what do you feel about skin? You know.
Okay, I don't
kidding.
think. Okay. I was about to say, I think passive insight will do the job just fine here.
Just some underdark humor there.
So Taliesin now has the torch. You guys continue heading a bit deeper, and the cavern opens up a bit more. At this point, you could walk on the wall, but what's the point? You basically the wall to the other wall, and there's less headspace than if you just were to walk normally. The ceiling is now about 10 feet high.
What if I Spider-Man crawled?
Then you would be kind of wiggling your butt directly in Narya's face. But yeah, you
Okay,
could.
never mind then.
I mean, a couple months ago, Nari would have been into that, but
Which is why I
I
choose
have
not
a
to.
man now. faithful here.
Anyway,
In my 1 month of knowing him.
It's been a complicated month.
try to be faithful to the man I met on a nude beach.
Yeah, hey, he's worked out.
All right.
He does work
Just
out.
It does work out.
But anyway, continuing on.
And
Have
then
you
the
seen his
cavern
other
again
outfit?
opens up a bit further, and then hits a bit of a dead end. And
Gee, if only we had a paladin here to use divine sense.
Or an owl.
Or a torch.
It goes 100 feet. Look around and come back.
That's literally not why I said that.
Oh.
Because we're looking for zombies.
Oh.
Divine sense can find zombies.
Oh, doesn't
Yeah.
Corbin have divine?
I'd like.
Nope, it's a paladin feature.
Paladin.
I'd like to perception the room.
Okay.
What are Rhea's spells? Can any of them help
What
us?
do you perceive, Corbin?
What does your elven eye see?
A 14.
14-year-old?
Looking around, you see that there's a discarded pickaxe on one side. There are some chunks of stone all along the ground, where everything else seems to be very neatly large chunks of stones that have been removed. Here, there's a lot of small stony debris about. This apparently is an active part of the mine that they're currently working on.
Guys, this looks like an active part of the mind that they're currently working on.
I'd like to make a perception check.
Okay.
I would like to as well, for holes in the wall that may lead out.
Okay.
That is a 15, Ben.
11.
Okay.
21.
What are you looking for?
Natural one. I don't know who I was rolling for, but
Everything is found.
it's a natural one.
All the
Taliesin
zombies
sees
immediately make
nothing.
themselves known on the other
Taliesin
side of
sees
the
you.
mountain.
So anyway, you're looking about. Yeah, this appears to be a part of the tunnel that they're currently working on expanding, which explains why Jason didn't recognize this part.
Yeah.
Because hey, it's new. You looking about, there are some small holes that have been bored into the walls,
But nothing big enough.
but nothing big. And this matches up with some of the candle holders you saw on the walls earlier. This is where they would hang torches or candles.
I'm looking for exits.
There's a bit of a draft you feel in this room.
Which way?
Kind of heading from where they've been mining.
Personally, goes west to nothing.
I'd like
guess we're gonna
to
keep going that way, then.
approach the wall
Okay.
And kiss it?
and lick it. Not really.
Gains knowledge of the universe.
Like dirt.
Oh, gross.
Walk it down. You now know the taste of dirt.
I pull out my canteen and start pouring it all in there.
I'd like to follow the draft.
You just
Um,
see her go up to
you
the wall.
head
pull
towards
out
the
her
wall
water
that's been
and
worked
spray it all over.
And you find there's basically very small, a pinprick, essentially. Maybe the size of a pencil, where there is a bit of a crack in the wall.
Sarah?
That
Walked
appears to
over
be
and looked at
a
it.
draft blowing through.
Sarah,
Can I
care to
investigate
show the
the
class?
Kobolds?
Can I investigate this chunk of wall?
Sure.
To see if there's
Make an investigation
anything
What's she looking at?
hidden?
The wall? Same as you are?
Alright, boys, it's a 27.
It appears that what the dwarves were mining towards or for was to break this through the wall. And earlier, Cornelius Longus mentioned how they were breaking through to a natural cavern. Like in Minecraft, when you're strip mining, you run into a mine shaft or something like that.
And you fall into your death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And there's so many
Creepers.
spiders.
So
and
many
stuff
spiders.
there. It's kind of like that.
Swear
They're starting to break through here, and this. You get the idea that this might have been actually why the dwarves were a bit laid out, because guys, I feel something. We're almost there.
Do you share with us?
Yes, I share that.
I tell this I'm nothing.
All right.
Can you see through it? Can your bird fit through it?
My bird cannot fit through
Good
it.
job.
All right.
Can I
Hold
see
up.
through it?
No.
Could
I mean,
Corbin? No.
It's pitch black back there, so you can see yeah, there's
Can I just get
something,
mad
but
and
it's
break
you're
it?
trying to look
Okay,
through
everybody stand back for a second. I'd like to cast Precipitation through the hole and create a small shower of light.
Make an investigation check first.
Okay.
You're like, what
Does
are
that,
you
does
on?
that count as a precision?
Investigation. What is my Okay, yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. Kind of backlighting
Mm-hmm.
the wall. Yeah, there is generally a bit of a crack where it's a pea-sized hole that you can kind of see, and now it's kind of highlighted a bit.
Yeah.
It pokes me. I could break through that.
There's a pig
1 second.
There's
I'd
a
like to
pickaxe
cast
right
Precipitation through the crack to see if anything reacts.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Ooh, listen for noises.
Okay. Perception. That is 11.
You hear my precious. No.
16 for noises.
You hear.
No, I'm really hungry.
Maybe I should have skipped breakfast today.
Okay, here, take a rat.
Mark off one ration.
Have a Snickers.
You're not you when you're hungry. Rhea, why are you crawling on the floor? Oh my gosh, Narnia! How did you do that?
Is it possible you might be able to break through?
I have a pickaxe.
When you're hungry.
You have a
She
pickaxe?
has there's a pickaxe
There's one
on
right
the
there.
floor.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an attack roll against the wall.
Please do.
Can Rhea join in with her smiting mace thingy?
Sure.
Can
It's not being a
Morwen
construct,
offer
there's no, like,
words of
benefit here, but...
encouragement to give her advantage.
Sorry, what?
It's
Can
already a
Morwen
19
offer
plus.
words of encouragement to give her
It's
advantage?
already a 19 plus.
Not right now, no.
19.
I'd like to inspire you.
I've already hit the wall, guys.
Oh.
The wall is not hard to hit.
Okay, never mind.
Both of you roll a d6.
I would like to fireball the wall.
A 4.
6.
Okay, that's a total 10.
It's a total of 10.
You crack into the wall a bit more, and there's a bit of a crack.
I'd like to make another perception check,
Okay.
specifically for anything falling.
Following you guys?
Falling.
Falling down back there.
Yeah, 22.
22. You don't hear anything falling.
Does anything sound like it's coming loose above us?
No, also no.
Okay,
Are there
good.
stalactites above us?
I'm not going to pull a rocks fall, everyone dies right here.
Okay, thank you.
Right here.
On the other side of the wall, no.
There are stalactites. He can specifically pinpoint when we die.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
There's
like
like
the,
rocks fall, most people die.
What?
everyone dies except for
aren't most
Morwen.
people.
Zach, now it's just us for D&D forever, and I'm just
I
running
would like to
dungeons.
crawl back through the little hole.
Should I keep going? Is there a weaker spot you would like me to hit?
I mean, I guess just keep whacking it.
I'd like to
whack
also
it
join in
again.
and kicking it, making it an unarmed attack.
Go for it.
I would also.
Do
like
I,
to
what do I
make
roll?
an
For,
unarmed
what,
attack.
what do I have for unarmed attack?
It's you're proficient in
Yes.
unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
If you hit, it's 1 plus strength mod.
My
Yeah. Plus my 1d4 since Tavern Brawler.
Ah, yes, for
25
you.
to hit the
It's
wall.
1d4 plus.
my
strength
unarmed
mod.
strike is exactly 0.
I had my
Awesome.
25 to hit the
I had
wall.
proficiency to
You
hit
hit
it.
the wall? Yes, you're proficient in.
Plus strength.
Yes.
That means nothing because I have a 10, but
Dirty 20.
Okay. You
Do I
also hit the
roll
wall.
for damage?
that's a 10 to hit the wall.
So roll a d6, roll a d6. Roll a d4.
Alright, cool.
D4. That's a 1.
That's a
Alright.
2.
With the 3 plus the 1, that's a
Total
4
3.
damage.
All right.
Oh gosh.
You deal 4 damage to the wall.
It's
The
now
wall
grappled.
deals 4 damage to your fist.
Does it?
We deal
But I'm
3
kicking it,
damage to
'cause-
the wall.
You kick the wall. Ow, a hand! Alright, it deals 4 damage to your foot.
Your hand
Okay.
takes psychic damage.
You can now climb on the walls. Because you're limping.
I hurt myself and get angry.
This is where the rage comes.
He's a barbarian.
Yeah,
You kick the wall.
I'm not gonna use my first rage to kick a wall.
Oh,
Hey,
gosh.
I once used a rage to try to tell a character that I loved her. It was my last rage of the day. I used to become courageous.
Oh, I see.
Courageous.
Courageous.
That's
It didn't work.
crazy.
Oh wow.
I rolled a total
Oh,
0
wow.
to my persuasion attempt.
I see.
Oh wow.
Sarah, should I keep attacking the wall?
How
Does it
rough
look
is the
so-
wall
does it look
looking,
safe?
Ben?
Make an investigation check.
I'd like to also make that investigation check.
30.
7.
Okay, I don't need to make that investigation check. Dirty
It
20.
seems more or less safe. I mean, you can't really tell what's on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. But like, we're
We're
not in
hitting
any
the wall.
danger.
But
right
you're
now.
not in any. I mean, you're in danger of hitting each other with the pickaxe.
I would like to
Or, you know-
make sure nothing is following us.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Should I keep hitting it?
Okay. Oh, here's my
I can keep hitting the wall.
16.
I'm reckless attacking
Would
the wall.
Then I'd like to hit. I like to whip the wall.
Okay.
I don't think the wall's into
You're
that.
just gonna hit rocks. It's not.
So there are no tools lying around, right?
There
I'm
was one
using
pickaxe.
the one.
She's currently using it.
I
I'd like to-
have.
Jason and
Javelins?
Taliesin.
Ooh, I'd like to use one of the rocks on the ground as an improvised weapon.
Would
Okay.
you like instead a crowbar?
Sure.
Jason
I
says.
have a crowbar and a hammer and a shovel. Which would you like?
The hammer.
Okay, here's a hammer.
Taliesin
It's
would
a tiny
like.
hammer for babies.
Taliesin would like the crowbar.
Wait, I already have a hammer. Never mind.
There's the crowbar.
I already
Oh, in
have
that
a
case,
hammer.
Taliesin will also take the hammer.
I already
so
have
you
the
can
hammer. So
Okay,
never mind.
Basically
There you go.
chisel in.
Would
I use my hammer,
fire
my blacksmith's hammer, as an improvised
bolt
weapon.
do anything?
No, not
Okay.
against the stone wall. So
Would you like a weapon, Morwen?
I have a crowbar.
You want to help?
Sure.
Alright. Let's
Jason
attack
looks at you
this
like,
wall.
Wait.
if you get tired, you can hand that to me, then I can use it.
Ooh, no. I like to dual wield with a rock and a hammer.
Okay.
That's gonna make it even less efficient.
I don't care. It's gonna be fun.
All right, everyone who's attacking, use your attack rolls.
All right. So, improvised weapon. So that is a 22 to hit.
That's their Taliesin rolled.
Wait, what's the
25.
modifier for the improvised?
And Jason
strength.
crits
How
because
much-
champion.
$25.
Damage does a hammer do as an improvised weapon?
1d4.
Really
Okay,
good against
1d4.
this wall.
Assuming
17, I'm
crowbars
assuming
are-
that
I
hits.
wish I could do this good
Alright,
against
that's,
actual people.
1d4, so that's max damage, so 4.
Okay.
Also, and I roll again for the rock in my offhand?
Yes, but you don't add proficiency to the offhand.
Are you rolling your d6, Kelton?
Sorry.
You wouldn't add your proficiency to an improvised weapon.
That one's an 8.
He does, because Tavern Brawler.
Oh, Tavern Brawler?
Yeah.
You don't add your... That doesn't apply.
So what?
That is, I do or don't add proficiency?
You don't.
Okay.
Because Ben said you don't.
Alright, that's an
Because
8 then.
it's for his offhand
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, 8.
8. Yeah, you kind of whiff the wall.
Alright.
Just kind of go
4
inside.
damage to the wall.
6 damage.
All right.
2 damage.
All right, Jason. In his smacking at the wall with his hand axe, he gets like wedges. Like great.
And now it's stuck, isn't it?
He feels the edge, and now it's still. Great.
I have an anvil if you want to fix it.
That's not what anvils are.
I need a.
have one.
I need. Do you have like files like or a whetstone?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to.
Wait,
I'm so
I have
upset that
normal
whetstone
rocks.
is
what's
in the
included
inventory
in Thieves' Tools?
equipment
I might
that's
have
in
a file.
Player's Handbook,
Ooh.
but the book doesn't tell you a single thing about what it's used for. It doesn't have a description in the equipment,
Alrighty
I have a
then.
bunch of random
and I'm
stuff.
very upset about that because I want to know what it does.
Yeah. So I rolled for Jason's attack, and then I realized he didn't actually have an item that's good against walls, and he crit. But again, he doesn't have a crowbar or a pickaxe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he talked mean at it. Yeah, I don't know.
He could have just picked up a rock and hit
Hey,
it.
Ben, if
Yeah.
I'm climbing on a wall with boots of spider walking and I jump, do I hit the wall again or do I just fall down?
I say you'd fall down.
Alright.
What are my small helmets made out of?
They are made out of iron, like your big helmet, but they're for baby heads.
What are my small
Okay. Someone get a torch, and we're gonna tie the helmet to the torch,
Wait, Ben, how rough
so we
is
can
the
make
wall
a hammer
looking?
for Jason.
Ben, how rough is the wall looking?
Okay.
Jason looks at you he's like, I can just walk back to the barracks and grab the pickaxe.
That works too.
Can I borrow the torch though?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you. He
Somebody
walks
want
away.
to go with him?
No.
Tells us, yeah, you know what? Hey, I'll grab a pickaxe too, and he walks up too.
Oh no, the NPCs are leaving. What could Ben be planning?
Smee,
Yes.
it's really dark here now. Oh, Narya, it's really dark here now.
Well, I have to light another
Our
torch
cleric
then.
doesn't have the light cantrip.
Stupid. I'm just sitting in the corner.
I'm just gonna say, you guys you continue smacking at the wall for a while
Quack,
after
quack, quack.
it's been lit up, and Taliesin
It's lit.
and Jason come back. Cabby's just kind of in the corner, like, I'm just gonna keep an eye out, and I'm not really good at hitting
Pick
walls.
up a rock,
Conflict.
hit it.
It's not enough.
Lazy bird.
Ben, how rough is the wall looking?
The wall,
Wall.
it's very, very rough hewn. It's like a chiseled wall.
Okay,
It's
you
very-
know what I mean, Ben.
The crack is getting larger.
Okay.
Are we
just a
getting
crack.
any
Is it-
closer
is it-
through the pinhole?
Could I stick an arm through?
No, but it's about you can get your pinky through. Actually, your pinky
Only
can
a
always get through.
pinky.
It's now about the size where Sarah could get her pinky through.
So
Okay.
I'd like to shove my head through that hole.
I'd like to cast Prestidigitation on the other side of the wall again.
Wow.
Okay, light burst again.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a little
with noise.
light and little.
Hey,
Doesn't
look
seem
at
to
me,
reacts?
Armor like a dog.
you don't seem to hear any reaction.
Yeah, I'm forever gonna be haunted by my first ever use of prestidigitation.
Yes,
now,
you
aren't
are.
Jason, Taliesin are going to join with pickaxes now.
Should I keep rolling?
Jason, why are you rolling garbage now?
How strong is this wall? I'm gonna keep attacking it.
Made out of solid stone.
Can I cast catapult on the wall?
No. Well,
Just make the wall yeet itself out of here.
5 more
as
damage
you
on the
as you
wall.
begin talking about that, Talison's like, I don't know what that is. What's this catapult thing you speak of?
It's a spell that you point at small objects and they go flying.
He holds up the crowbar. So you could like battering ram it in there?
I could just throw you at it.
Yes, but not very many times. It's not a terribly sustainable thing.
Would it
How
break
much weight
more
does,
rock if I picked you up and threw you at it?
Does catapult
Does
work
that
out
give him
too?
advantage on his attack? Does that mean he has to make a
It's
dex
not a whole
save
lot,
so he can hurt
unfortunately.
himself?
Because if it's 10 pounds, you could probably get that
That's
one.
what I'm
to be
doing.
reckless attacking?
Yeah. Actually,
I do 5 more damage.
Make a
there's a bonus
Okay.
action.
No,
It
you
is
do not
exactly
need to be
half of
raging.
that.
Is there a
Oh,
bonus action?
yeah, the crowbar
Yeah,
went
we haven't
out.
had a lot of combat encounters recently.
No, we have not gotten XP in a while.
But if it got hit, it would take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Beating this wall is not going to get us XP.
There is a largest chunk of rock though. That's
What are you talking about? This is the
5
big
pounds.
bad evil guy.
Yeah.
The wall?
The wall.
This is the hardest thing we faced.
The real enemies were the walls we fought along the way.
Time.
This is literally the hardest
Instead
thing
of
we
making
faced all day.
instead of having a door that takes forever for party
The
to get
hardest
through,
thing
just
we
make a
faced
wall.
all week.
There's
The
wall.
hardest thing we faced all month, for that matter.
Besides your ego.
Shipping and handling costs.
Yeah, I've got literally nothing I can sustain, but okay, so yeah.
I'd like to make another attack roll against the wall.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure, Jason.
we're
Like to
just
continue to attack
continuing
this
to
wall.
beat the wall.
That is a 16.
Okay.
I'd like to roll damage.
Alright. Here, let's just say that over the course of a while, everybody make
It's a 2.
make 5 rolls. Make 5 rolls. I think
Damage or
damage to the
attack?
wall. Attack. 5 rolls. 10 rolls. Extra attack.
Yay!
And
cool.
Tal and Jason are going to do likewise.
Alright, so first
For
roll.
damage or.
Attack rolls.
13.
What's to hit?
Let me know whenever you get above 15.
Above 15.
Do you
Yeah.
care about crits?
I do care about crits.
I got 1 crit so far.
You got 1 crit so far.
Number 13. It's a 12. It's a 5. And that one is a 16.
Taliesin rolled garbage.
That is 4 hits, and one of those 4 is a crit.
I have 116.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, I got a
I
crit.
got 2 hits.
Jason has a crit.
I got a crit and a half.
I got crit and then...
Jason crit fails.
Ooh.
Breaks his pickaxe, picks up Talison's.
It's I'm counting.
Except for that one that Jason crit failed. He
5,
hit
6,
all of his
7,
and he
8,
crit once.
9,
Okay.
10. 8 hits and 1 crit.
Alright. 8 including the 1 hit.
Yeah.
Is cool. By this point, you've now spent about an hour down here. And it is now large enough where Sarah, you can reach your whole arm. And so you can definitely reach your whole arm, and you can reach your whole arm. And you can like get your hand
Can I
through
look
there.
through?
Yeah, you can.
I can shove Smee's arm further. That's what I can do.
Yeah, you can look through at the moment.
Hold up. I have an idea.
Send the owl through.
I was
Naria,
gonna say my owl is
Stop.
tiny.
how much do you weigh?
A lot.
Can you give me a rough estimate?
315.
Okay. I'd like to get one
I
of
can
the
lift.
crowbars.
2,160.
Alright. Naria, I'd like to shove it into the crack.
Okay.
Naria, please jump on this.
Okay.
All right.
Boing.
Crowbar. Snap.
How's my balance? I don't know.
Make an acrobatics check.
I'd like to inspire you.
Okay. Thank you for that. 19.
19. Okay, you're able to kind of jump. You kind of wibble on top of it. The crowbar does
Acrobatics
bend
perfect.
under this great force, but you start kind of cracking some more chunks open. The crowbar is kind of bent at like a 33-ish degree angle now.
Turn it
Rip it
around,
out.
and then turn it over, and then do it again, but in the other direction.
Sure.
Okay.
You'd also you're
Like
getting
your
restraining it, so
No,
it'll
I
be broken easier.
You
You
sure?
don't need it.
Okay. 13 to jump on it again.
Okay.
You borrowed inspiration, so I have.
Can I send my owl through now?
You can.
Okay.
Just give it a moment because she's
Let
going
me
to
jump on
the
it
thing.
again, please.
So as you're jumping on it, you're able to wedge out a bit more. Now it's to the point where the smaller among you, so not Sarah in this case because of your horns,
Mm-hmm.
but you could kind of like stick like a head in there, and now you could reach your arm.
Can I wriggle my whole body through?
You could not.
I don't think you want to.
In theory,
You
if
might get
Jason
stuck.
were to be starved for like a couple of weeks,
He's a tiny ball of muscle.
yeah, he is a cubic meter. He's a cubic meter of muscle.
He's little muscle man. Little
He is a
muscle man.
Minecraft block of muscle.
We should push him through.
Beating
I
hard.
mean, Minecraft
I think
has-
I'm done.
I'm smaller than Jason.
Bone blocks.
Yeah.
Why not add muscle blocks?
So
So wait,
When you
Can
break
me and
them,
Jason fit
monsters
through?
come out.
no, because Jason, like I said, is like a cubic meter.
could I fit through?
Just send the bird in.
Also, no. At the moment, Nari can fit her whole arm through.
The
I
bird's
have a
going
very
through.
buff arm.
We
but
can fit
not
your
that.
head through, but not your
Hold on.
shoulders.
Not my shoulders.
You don't need
Yeah.
shoulders.
What if I? Nah.
Then you'd be a cat,
Okay.
because cats don't have collarbones.
They don't. It's really neat.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
Anywhere their head can fit, their whole body can fit.
Yep. That's why they
So
have
long as
whiskers.
it's big enough as their head. It's crazy.
Well, I guess since humans
They
can bend
will
like this,
eat
if
you
I
if
can
you
fit
die.
in one shoulder through,
Do you want me just to push you?
that would
Ow.
probably kill me. that sounds like you're pushing me through like a meat grinder.
The owl goes through.
What does the owl see?
What do your owl eyes see?
Tell me.
Was it worth the hour we just wasted on wailing on this wall?
Probably not, knowing Ben.
So the owl heads through and starts flying a bit into more or less pitch blackness. You hear through the owl's ears, or ear holes, whatever owls have. Google. What do owls
They have ears.
have for dreams? Apparently, Google.
They have ears. I'm very sure they have
Ear
ears.
slits.
They have asymmetrical ear openings.
They do
Yeah,
indeed.
like hoverbirds.
Anyway,
It's pretty neat.
you hear running water from
Yeah.
inside this area. You don't see any light through here, where you are at the moment. But it appears to be a small opening. Not much larger than like 5 cubic feet. Or for like this opening area, and it tunnels out for another like 5-ish cubic feet. It appears to be similar to like way, very long time ago, like a lava tube. But not volcanic in origin, but like a similar structure style. So your owl kind of flies. What's the range of your owl to you?
100 feet.
Okay, your owl flies through a bit, and there's a bit more of an opening that it goes through, and there is some light in here, coming from a luminous moss growing within the cave.
Hey, it's the underdog.
There is water rushing through an underground river. And you see, curling around the corner, there is more light. About 50 feet beyond. So if your owl were to go to that distance,
Yeah.
it would cut out.
Yeah.
Because you're currently, the owl's currently like 70-ish feet from you.
Yeah.
But getting to the edge of where the connection works, starts getting a little blurry, a little fuzzy, so your owl doesn't go much further. Appears to be this is another part where they have broken through a bit, and there's about a bit larger of an opening than what you've made on your side, large enough that person could fit through this area.
Any footprints?
And there is, you can see with your 120 feet range of vision, there is a candle in the wall on the other side of this opening that's stuck in the wall. Like some of the candles you passed on the way here, kind of uncared for and going out, as dwarves don't care much for candle economy because they have dark vision.
Does it appear to be any signs of traffic in this opening?
Make an investigation check.
Or not in this opening, but in the passageway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they would care to
18.
have
18.
candles at all. They can just see without it.
Because there's also humans,
Yeah.
And halflings.
mostly dwarves, but also humans.
But is the candle dwarfish?
The candle actually identifies as gnomish. No.
Gnomes were in here?
Gnomes were everywhere.
We can
Anyway.
throw them.
Identifies as an attack helicopter.
So as you're kind of looking there, you can't really see any tracks, and if there were, they'd probably be like on the other side of the hole. Perhaps there was a bit of exploration in here, but you can't really tell if there were, because it's a very stony environment. It doesn't. You don't see any equipment or tools left behind here. Whether that's just because they brought them with them if they did venture this far, or maybe you're like, okay, since we can't quickly get in and out of this area, we don't want to risk it, OSHA violations and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you get an idea that this might be part of what they were talking about.
Okay. So like it continues on. I assume it continues on up past where we came into, and down past where this crack is.
Say that again real quick, please.
So there was running water.
Right.
So it continues up past where we were. And
Yes.
Down
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
where they broke through down there.
It's not particularly steepish,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So we should.
I'm gonna yell at the next opportunity.
Is there a way I can maybe try and figure out how to get down to that other opening?
Explanation.
Yeah, if you want to go back and see if the map shows you any
Yeah.
connecting part.
Let's do that.
It perhaps might not because of different. Oh, you have your feet, so you remember
Yeah.
the map.
Mhm.
It doesn't show a connection to that particular area, but it does show a connection to another area of the mines, a bit deeper down the main corner of the cave. And from one of those points, you might be able to kind of get around back to this area.
Okay. I will relay this information and try and convince everyone to find this other way.
So, Zach,
We could split up the party.
his character has a feat which allows him to remember in perfect detail everything he's seen in the past month.
There are a lot of
You
us. We
shown?
could easily split up the party. Except that Sarah's
Don't you know?
You're doing
you
all
never
the
split the
things.
party. Clerics in the back keep the fighters hale and hardy. The wizard in the middle, where he can shed some light, and you never let that damn thief out of sight.
When?
The boys doing their job, giving you advice in the form of song.
So yeah, we should go find
Whoa.
the other
Memorize
opening.
this section.
I shall sing that chorus every time somebody suggests let's split the party.
There's a lot of us. Then
I will
again,
sing that
Sarah-
chorus.
Good.
Sarah's doing
Every
all
time
the
someone
stuff.
suggests let's split the party.
It's good that there's a lot of us.
That's a good thing.
Alright,
So
now
are
we're
we
trying to
going-
back
are we
out.
going
This
back
is our
now?
advantage. We don't want to lose this advantage.
I guess we'll go back out then. That sounds like a plan.
Cabby uses Mage Hand and picks up one of the torches and just holds it in front of her with Mage Hand at like 10 feet.
Is there a reason for this, or?
Well, I figure if anything like a bat or just charge at it, it would go for the torch and not me.
Not you.
I
Okay,
would like
that's
to
pretty smart
dash
actually.
Alright, are we
down
going
the
this way
next-
now?
No, not really.
You could.
Good plan.
Do you guys want to sprint?
Do
We
you
could
want
all-
to
we
sprint?
could all dash into this next tunnel.
No.
That sounds
Where are we
like
going?
spectacularly.
That
Not
sounds
good
like how
idea.
you die.
To find the other opening where they broke through.
Do you know where it is, mister? I can remember everything.
I can
We're walking
maybe
fast,
try and find
fast
a way
enough.
there.
So,
Surprisingly sassy.
alright, so you guys
You've been
head down
surrounded.
another part of the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Jason is like, yeah, I've never been this far. I have no clue. Cabby is kind of staying between Morwin and Rhea, kind of like keeping an eye on both of them, and occasionally saying like, yeah, okay, let's no one split up.
He's still
Do
on
you
the roof.
remember which way we went from?
Yes.
Don't.
She's just panicking.
Yeah,
I
just.
guess he's up here.
This is Cabby.
This is Cabby.
Cabby, do you not like being underground?
You know, I mentioned before, like, there was this place near my hometown,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, once there was this party, and me and some friends, I didn't get invited to stuff, but I got invited to this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and we were all exploring the cave, and then me and a friend of mine got lost for, like, a couple of days. So, yeah, no, I don't want that to happen again, so, like, we know the way out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good, so,
We can leave
I
a
mean,
mark in the
I
dirt if you
don't.
want.
yeah, no, I've been doing that,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
There's a
Lorebald
lot of
chuckles in
traffic, so-
librarian.
And somewhere behind us is a woman who's been erasing all of her marks.
Just sweep
These
it
ball
up.
bearings are mine now.
Keeping it clean.
Hey, she reminded Micah that since she was dead, he could loot her for the ball bearings. He's like, no. You took them. They're yours now.
They are a monument to all her sins.
Basically. Anyway,
No.
I am a monument to all your sins. No, who said that? It was Cortana.
Gravemind.
Well, Cortana says it. They both say it.
Yes.
Yes.
Gravemind says it first.
Yes.
Right. We're traveling. We're traveling.
we're traveling home night through. We're traveling. We're traveling. Oh
I'm gonna
no.
beat Resident Evil 2.
Did we find anything?
You found everything.
Crap! I don't have enough storage.
Your brain explodes from the no. So speaking of brain exploding from the knowledge, I started watching Pirates of the Caribbean because it's on Disney Plus.
Why?
The Bootstrap Bill's dad is the scientist, crazy guy in Thor 2.
Yeah.
He's the same guy.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård. Good for him. Anyway, sorry, beside the point. It just blew my mind that, oh my gosh, Bootstrap Bill's that guy? Sorry. Anyway.
What did we find?
Are we able to make our
meaning
way?
to life.
But
Unfortunately,
42.
you gave up your will to live on the journey.
A 14. Do we hear anything besides ourselves? Not my grumbling stomach. We fixed this issue.
Yes. No, you don't hear anything besides your own footsteps and
Alright.
echoing throughout the hall. Sorry, what are you saying?
Are we able to find our way over to the?
I am
Heading further into the
so
cave
tempted.
and
Turn
steering a
around
bit
and
to the
yell,
right,
just to make
because also of your geographical
Yeah.
knowledge. He also always knows
So
which way is
tempted.
north. You're able to find your way into what seems like the most direct route there. Now, being underground, mine tunnels can do weird stuff,
Yeah.
but you have a pretty good idea. Make an investigation check.
I'm good at those.
That's what you're.
I'd like to help.
That's a 24.
Never mind. I don't care about helping.
And suddenly
You do find
Plus 11 to investigation.
one of these days.
Which is better
Don't
than
get that
plus
high.
9.
About another hour passes by, so it's now like 6 o'clock-ish in the evening. Oh, also always knows what time it
Level
is.
2 when we started.
Yeah, I also always know what time it is.
We need to get XP for you.
I am the definition of big brain.
You continue heading further
What are you
into the
guys?
mountains and into the cave.
8.
And a bit later on, you come across what you think might be the right
That's
area.
why we're all treating you like a child.
And there
Let's go,
are
Let's go.
3 mine shafts kind of
Like
branch
food
off
tags.
and don't seem to follow any particular course.
Explain.
You have the idea that
Where's the board?
You don't need to move these. It's not accurate to the line, I think.
I know.
Or is it?
okay.
But what's the point of the board?
For combat.
So we have
We're
this.
traveling.
It's not combat.
Then we
Still
have,
traveling.
He's gonna have to change it every 5 minutes.
then we have this.
It's impractical.
So there are 3 corridors, and they seem to be following where the ore veins were going. So the one directly in front of you is about 15 feet ish wide, and then it kind of narrows more and more down until it gets to that 5.5-ish feet. The one branching off to your right is very narrow. It's like you'd have to really squeeze, and you practically have to be on hands and knees to follow the pathway to the right. Along the left, it's actually quite broad. It's about 25-ish feet across, as you can see here on the map. And then it narrowly kind of gets smaller and larger and smaller and larger. Kind of like a diamond shape almost off from where you are is this path here to the left. But the one on the right is like straight forward and then straight to the side. It's very narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mean. I just wanted you to show it on the board.
And you got what you asked
I
for.
did. Yep. It was glorious.
For those of you at home, I was describing the exact opposite of what I put down.
Yep.
Can I see if I can
Didn't
hear
think I was
for
asking for that much.
hear for the running water or a draft?
Oh yeah, go for it. Make a perception check
Level 5.
for hearing.
That's not great. 13.
13. you're listening, and you're listening, and they say 13 is an unlucky number. To a degree, you start wondering if you're projecting your thoughts onto your familiar, or if you can hear your familiar's thoughts. Basically, the gist is, why are we underground so much? like we did that a while ago, and now we're underground again. I died underground. And again, you're not sure if this is you thinking to yourself when you fell that 100 feet, or if you're just hearing your bird's thoughts in your brain.
This is a bird underground.
And then you realize
something's wrong.
With a bit of a grin, because it's a bit of a pun, you're feeling peckish. And you hear your stomach rumbling, so you eat a bit as well.
Okay.
Mark off a ration.
Mine is a ration.
I reminded you that rations were a thing, and now you're going to make us mark off rations.
Yes. I mean, I've been doing that, but
my tummy is grumbling. Not because we actually need sustenance.
I would argue 13 is a very lucky number.
The narrow path, I guess we go?
Let's go down the narrow.
The narrow path. The one to your right.
Yes.
You
Various
said you argue
reasons.
it.
Okay.
What's the argument?
Talison's going to make a perception check.
Then why is
He
13
hears
lucky?
nothing.
Because Jesus was not.
Because Jesus. Jesus is always the answer.
Because Jesus.
Who is the Antichrist?
Why is 13 lucky? Because Jesus.
The one who is not Jesus.
Ooh, but Jesus was still.
But technically, he will be known as Jesus in the end times.
Joel Osteen?
Yes.
Anyway.
Guys, it was Hillary Clinton. No.
Yeah, you were.
Anyway, so you're heading down to the one to the right, the
Could be Donald.
the narrow passageway, the straight and narrow road.
Yes.
It's not a long and winding road.
So after a while, everyone except for Jason is crouching down. You are Nari. You're on your hands and knees at this point.
How tall is Jason?
Jason is 3 feet tall.
He's just chilling.
Okay, he's smaller than me. How tall is Rhea?
Taller than you.
How
We've
tall is
already
Rhea?
done this.
How tall is Ray?
According to canon, she is 5'2".
Cool. Still 5 inches taller than me.
Jason is walking straight up, his head pretty close to the ceiling. He's like, wow, huh?
Now or previous?
This
Okay.
This is weird that I'm the right height or something.
4'7", now I'm 4'9".
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Taliesin, who is 6 feet 9 inches tall, is also on his hands and knees. Like, yep, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Ow, my knees.
Knee pads. The one. He's wearing pants at least.
You know,
I don't
the fact that
even
you're
have
not wearing
anything
pants
covering
is more your fault than ours.
I don't have anything covering my knees.
There's a Sword Art Online bit where
I don't wear
this
shoes
anime
either.
blacksmith chick is up climbing a freezing mountain. She's like, oh, I'm so cold. And the maker's like, huh, there's this recent invention that's happened that you might look into. It's called pants! Anyway.
How do you hold your pants up when you're performing? Belt.
Alright.
It's just amazing.
How much longer do you think that we're going to be traveling down to Stonel, Sarah?
And watch vines that you can watch with your grandma.
It seems that perhaps, like, geographically where you are, as far as you can reckon, 10 minutes? But that's assuming you're in the right passageway, and you are, in fact, where you think you are.
My reasoning is because it looks like they didn't spend a whole lot of time down at the crack because it was so small, and this crack is not very well filled out.
Right.
So that they spent less time here, so they haven't had time to work on it. Is my reasoning. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Ben, I'd like to say that for sake of expediency, we continue down and we make a perception check for anything wrong. We all do.
Like
and we just get there.
along the route there.
Along the way.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Taliesin notices
18.
nothing.
Oh gosh.
Jason super notices nothing.
14.
18. Ooh!
In fact, he notices less
Yeah.
than nothing.
That's 4 more than you. I'm sorry, just whenever I roll higher than him, it's got to be. It's the little
technically
moments.
weren't rolling higher than me. You're rolling higher than my owl.
Cabby also notices absolutely nothing.
You beat a bird. Congratulations.
18 anyway.
I rolled a 4.
the little things. The
I'm
little
on my
things.
hand.
This isn't even a real bird either.
It's the little things, Kelton.
All
Let him be excited about
You
small
outruled a
things.
fake bird. Congratulations.
Technically, your character is fake as well. My
Yes.
character is fake.
She left me
Mine too.
roses by the stair.
Oh
Surprises
no.
let me know she can. Okay, anyway.
18.
18. Okay.
4.
Awesome.
13.
You find.
Everything's out to kill us, Morwen.
You find that my knees really hurt from crawling this far.
That's just
It does open up a bit more, to the point where you and Taliesin can do like the squat walk.
We're now
kind of thing.
crawling next to each other because everybody just walked around us.
They would have to like crawl over or under you.
No, that's
I just walk on you.
Walk over them.
Although with how broad Jason is, he's kind of like a roadblock at this point. I can just put my hands on this wall like Samson in the pillars, and I can just stop anyone. Really. You keep heading forward, and you do find that hole.
Oh, good.
Yeah, your reasoning was exactly
All
right.
right. And perception for anything along on the other side of the hole.
Well, we can send people through.
Well, I'd like to do
Ow.
may roll perception for anything in there before we walk in there.
All right, make
running water
your perception roll.
and fancy moss.
Nah. Ooh. Okay, that's a 21.
21. Yeah, there is luminous moss.
But anything living.
Running water. Anything living?
Yeah.
Moss?
Monsters.
Technically moss. But
Monsters.
yeah, no monsters
Maybe
unless
a
you
bat.
consider
Possible.
yourselves. But
Which technically we are.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to
You
note that
also
we are
have
now
presents.
all of our alignment shift to chaotic evil.
Mine was already there.
All right. We go in.
I
okay.
immediately take out
Can-
all of my rage onto me.
Can the large people fit through?
Oh, Lord.
With some squeezing, yes.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check.
I'd like
I think I'd rather
see
just
that,
stay out
the
here.
little hole.
Taliesin is
where
also
you
making an
were
acrobatics
doing
check.
that earlier.
11. But I'd honestly rather just stay right here. It's fine. You know, whatever. We'll just
Wow.
wait for you guys.
Taliesin rolled a 15. Because that's 6 plus 9.
11.
He
Do you
his
really
way
want to go
through.
through there?
He really wants to go through there, and so do you.
I really don't.
I think you really do.
You're gonna be the only one. Don't be the only one.
But it's tiny. It's
Oh,
easy
come on.
for you to
Kelton,
say.
inspire her.
It's just a very tight fit into a dark cave where we can't see
I'm
anything.
2
But
feet
there's
taller
luminous
than you.
moss. It's so cool.
And, you know,
How much light does the moss give off?
it's very dull light.
I still need a torch.
It's like glow-in-the-dark paint. You can see
Yeah.
that it's glowing. It doesn't really illuminate much.
I'd like to roll survival on the moss.
All right.
I would too.
Nature. I want to roll nature on the
Survival.
moss.
All right.
Same.
Is it attacking you?
18.
Nature. That's a 12.
12. Okay. Unfortunately, because of your background being mostly law
Mm-hmm.
and your background being very general, you both find the exact same thing. Glowing moss exists, and you knew that. But it's like, oh,
Right?
this is
it
glowing
nature?
moss.
Alright.
You can touch it. It's kind of like, if you do touch it though, it's kind of like those like suede things where if you touch it, like it has the mark, but if you
Yeah.
brush it the other way, like the mark you make on it disappears.
Yeah.
You kind of like
I
do the
love
little things in
those,
it.
yeah. They're like the, what are they? Mermaid scale pillows. and
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, do you get through?
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
not
Can I
happy
grab
about
a
it.
little clump of moss and put it
Alright.
on my head?
Ben,
Now
what
you
is
can do
leading
that.
out of this room?
You are now wearing a moss yarmulke.
I am wearing a moss yarmulke, guys.
Oh my god.
Turning away from this nonsense, Ben.
Yamaska?
So
Ayahuasca.
I think you guys have a torch, too, right?
Yes.
I
yes.
do.
I'm putting
So
that in
with
my
the torch
hand.
out, the moss, you can't see the moss is glowing anymore
Mhm.
with this light overpowering all of that. And in fact, you don't actually even see, for a lot of it, we see where the moss is growing thick enough for you to actually do the little draw thing on it.
Mhm.
You can't see the moss at all, basically. It just appears to be very slick, slimy rock. If you were to touch the area, you can feel that, yes, there is something here.
Yeah.
Is it
But
like the
I'm
thing
talking
from
about, like,
Avatar
things-
where you can't see where you're going until you turn off the light and then it leads you through the path of glow-in-the-dark stuff?
Yes, also in that episode of Rescue Heroes.
Yes.
No more moss!
You don't want
Then
the light.
where can we go?
Please.
He's losing it.
There's a bit upstream.
You have socks.
You can head a
You
bit
have
upstream and you can
socks.
head a bit downstream.
We just
Okay.
get more
We can go
wishes.
downstream, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go upstream.
There's an
Ooh,
upstream.
you just
Where's
wanna be
upstream going?
confident.
It's going upstream.
Okay.
Up means
is it like
out,
go, is like
right?
okay, sure. Let's pick a direction and go that way.
What's the incline of this
What-
water?
let's go upstream.
Just think about it. Upstream
Right,
is
this is
another
where
way
we
out.
are.
Upstream and
Upstream.
out.
Let's
yeah.
go upstream.
All right. So you start
I say
heading
we go
upstream. There is a
downstream.
bit of a waterfall, more like those decorative waterfall
I'd like to
fountains.
climb.
Okay.
I have a rope.
You start
I
climbing.
love
It is very slick.
I'd like to just walk.
Can we get
Can
one
I
person
use
to the
I
top?
can't.
It's very slick.
And then
Wouldn't it be the
rope?
same as though walking on like
I can
slick?
throw you.
No.
Throw me.
Spider climb doesn't work on slick
I
objects.
want to throw
Yeah,
her.
Nope.
It just
I have
defies gravity.
150 feet of rope.
Okay.
I have. How much rope do I have?
Not
should
that I
have-
think
you
I
should
can
have
throw
50.
you that far.
Yeah, I have
Everybody
50
starts
feet.
with 50.
Mhm.
Let's tie 100 feet of rope to you, and I'm gonna chuck you.
Gonna chuck me up.
You ate so many. It was not me.
Chuck me up.
It was. I had
Chuck
milk.
me up this waterfall.
Would you rather have a cinnamon bear?
Chuck me up this waterfall.
Where'd that each one?
Oh,
Chuck
I was
me
gonna
up
eat the
this
Oreo in front of her.
waterfall
I was
inside.
gonna eat the Oreo in front
Can't
of her.
get chucked. Chuck me up this wall.
I can't wake up.
Wait,
Save
are we
me.
doing this? Are you gonna
So are you throwing?
Yeah, I'll throw you.
All right.
I have a 2,000 lift.
Make
Do you even lift?
Hey.
Yeah, 2,000.
Lift push.
Make an
I can-
athletics check, and then whoever's being thrown, make an acrobatics check.
Where does it say it can't go up slick surfaces?
It's with spider climb, the boots of spider climbing.
It says that on the boots of spider climb?
Yeah, you can't. So basically, if somebody has grease on an area,
Oh,
or it's
okay.
ice,
Yeah.
or otherwise slippery, and you
Okay.
need solid friction.
So like that's special for the boots and not the spell spider.
I have no idea.
For the
It's
spell
my
spider
athletics.
climb says nothing.
I just
about
have-
Okay, well,
It's
it's
eight.
for the
I have to
boots.
make
It's on the
Oh,
boots, yeah.
how's yours?
Specifically, so you can't use it in like ice
Nine.
caverns and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Mine's an 18.
Okay. You kind of throws you up, and you onto the rock face.
I don't think you've ever done this before, gonna be honest.
You take 7 points of damage as
Oh.
your face hits straight into the
Did
rock,
I forget to tell
and
you
water
what
is
hurt?
rushing over you a bit at the moment.
You can
Marlon, I think
throw
looking
me.
before you're leaping might be a good
We
idea.
already
Can
tied the rope.
try
Scenario,
throwing me.
I didn't
You
leave.
want me to
I
throw
was
you too?
thrown.
Yes.
How much
Why
rope
would
do
you
want
allow
tied to
yourself to be
Oh, you
thrown?
just take the rope off her and go to me.
She's up there now.
You're about halfway up.
Ah.
So
Would you
it's
like
like
to
How,
give me
how,
some
how high up
advantage?
is the thing?
so it's about like
Some
30 feet
inspiration.
up, but it's like a series of like rocky-ish falls, rocky-ish falls, rocky-ish falls.
Wait, Taliesin,
Is
can
there
you
any-
freeze it?
Ooh.
Taliesin looks at it. It's like, I will check. Translation: the DM will check.
Would
This
you
is
like
Jason's
to
talent
inspire my
character sheet.
throw?
Storm Soul.
Would you
Touch
like-
water and
Hang
make a
on.
5-foot cubic block of ice that melts after 1 minute.
Oh.
I'm going to double check and see if Xanathos has more specific
We
wording.
pull a breath of the wild, and we make blocks of ice. We climb up, and then we keep doing that and go up that way.
I'm double checking.
I don't know how many
Genius.
times you can do it.
He can do it once per round.
Oh, well, there you
So
go.
the way I'm thinking of it, or
It's every 6
the way I'm thinking of it could be used is if the walls are slick, you can freeze the ice, you can freeze the water on the walls, break the ice, let it fall down, and then climb up the now dry wall.
It's more like there's also moss all up the wall, so it's slippery.
Okay, well the moss is frozen and can be easily broken.
It didn't say that, so there's not a thing about freezing moss. Thing about freezing water.
Water.
Yeah.
He also can't freeze water if there's a creature in it.
Yeah.
And
It's
moss
because that would be
is
broken.
technically
Oh,
alive.
you're running there? Poosh! Now you're trapped in ice. Haha! So, yeah, anyway. He's like, well, let me try. So everyone kind of backs out of the water, and he freezes part of it. Starts barking. And it freezes a chunk of the waterfall. But the rest of the water pouring over it pushes it back down and into the underground, like kind of riverbed thing. And it's pretty thick. It's like, okay,
Shall I throw you now?
I think we might be better off just climbing. Where you are at the moment, the water's like 6 inches deep, so it's not like a deep river or anything like that. So you might be better off. You're about
How's
halfway
it
up.
going, Morwen?
I
You have a
don't know.
+6 to acrobatics.
I know, I rolled a 3. It was pretty
So are you going to continue to climb up?
I think so, yeah.
Make an athletics check.
No.
I
This
would
is
like
not
to be
great.
thrown.
You could inspire Morwen.
Can you inspire me?
So could you.
Since
I've already used an inspiration.
I'm not
So
very
that's how it's gonna be?
inspired right now.
You should at least spread
Should
out
we
the
go?
damage.
2.
Roll a d8.
Is it even worth it?
Just
It might
inspire
be.
me.
The most you can get is a 10.
If you inspire me, it will help your throw to get higher. Roll a 1.
Wait, what is your athletics modifier?
-3.
Oh my gosh.
Did you? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Plus one. Oh, so yes, so that's a 3.
I'd like to start climbing.
You're currently just doing all you can to hang on right where you are.
You can just throw me.
I just like to I just like to normally climb.
Oh.
Can I just normally climb?
Yeah. Make an athletics check.
That is a 22.
22. You slowly
Nat
begin
20!
climbing up, and you're able to
I'm going to
get.
throw you as hard as
Move it up.
physically possible, Sarah.
So, how tall is the thing?
It's about 30.
Missile.
Oh, okay.
With
So halfway up.
impeccable aim.
So it's not like you're climbing straight up. It's like a couple of tiers of.
Okay.
Use
Yeah.
Morwen's head to get higher.
I'd like to roll another check to
Bounce
get to the
off
top.
of me.
Okay, go for it.
So she got a
Nat
natural
20
20.
That'd
is
be an
throwing
18.
Sarah.
Okay. You're also thrown about 15 feet up, but you get a nice,
Okay.
solid landing.
That's an 18.
18. You are able to slowly climb your way up, and you're at the top of the
Alright.
area.
Is it worth it?
Is there anything up here?
There is part of this underground river coming down.
Huh?
And it seems to be going a bit further forward and then curving off to the side.
Alright.
It's
Anybody
about
toss
10
me up
feet
a rope?
tall, by about 20 feet wide.
Alright.
The air is kind of stale down here.
Okay.
21 to throwing you a rope.
Okay, I catch the rope.
Okay.
I'm really
There's a nearby stalagmite you can tie it off to.
Yeah, I'm planning to do that.
Okay, cool. So you tie it off to a stalagmite.
The rest of us.
We're
Can I
use
climb
the
up?
rope.
Use the rope to climb up.
Yeah, so it takes a while, but you guys are all able to, one after the other, climb up.
That's what I was trying to do originally. It did not work out very well.
We're now up here.
You continue heading forward for a while.
Yep.
And
Following the water.
a few more minutes go by, and you find yourself at a point where the underground river seems to originate from, where it kind of disappears underneath the stone, and it's an underground waterway. So this area eventually dead ends.
Well, that was pointless.
How deep is
Couldn't
the
we have
how
just
deep is
Not
the water?
pointless.
The deep the
We now know
water
where
is
they didn't come from.
mostly like it's like a foot deep
Could've
at the
sent the
deepest.
bird up here.
Human could crawl for that.
Not for very long.
Send the bird.
You
through.
can't you do it for 2 minutes plus your con modifier? That's all you can hold your breath?
I think it's 1 minute plus your con mod.
Send the
I don't know.
bird through.
The bird can't go through. The bird doesn't have a swimming speed. I guess we're going back down
We're
then?
going in.
Wait, hold up. Ben, what else is up here? Anything?
Stalactites, stalagmites. This area seems to be largely unexplored. There doesn't seem to be any mining equipment or previous ropes or anything else leading up here.
Is there any sign of anybody having been here before us at all?
Make an investigation check.
Can I make the same check?
You can.
That is
Sure.
a dirty 20.
That is a 21.
That's a 2.
I got 12.
I have hilariously tiny
Oh,
rolls.
sorry.
22.
That's a
I am smart.
that's an 11.
I have a 22.
He's trying to
That's
start a
10
fight
for
with you.
Callie. And
He
that's
might not survive.
That's a 9 for Tal.
Small chance.
Feels really invincible.
He feels invincible because he has counter spell. But I also have the same amount of levels in Barbarian as I do in Bard.
I also have 2 fire snakes on my side. You've seen what they look like, yeah?
I
Yeah,
have the power
no, you
of
showed
God and anime gods on my side. So
You know,
Yeah, that's true.
the power of creativity.
I have the power of justice on my side.
I have
Pushes
the
up
power of
glasses.
Angry librarian on my side.
The power of the angry
Everyone laughs because they've never heard of one.
Okay, wait, so investigations. Anything? Dirty 20, 21, anything been here before?
It doesn't seem like anyone's been here before.
Alright, I'd like to stick my head underwater
Okay.
and make an investigation check of the source.
I would like to
Okay.
waterboard Smina.
I would like to push him all the way in.
Okay, who's being serious?
I want to push her all the way in.
No.
You're already halfway. I'm just gonna shove you. I
Don't.
bumped. It was an accident. Really. I just bumped. It was very.
Okay, make your investigation check. You get a disadvantage because you're shoving your head underneath running water in pitch blackness.
Okay,
So
that's
weird.
gonna investigation.
Mhm.
Alright, that's a 16.
16. This appears to be some like underwater place, and if someone were to like swim through here, they would have to be not as broad as the average dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be very large. Would have to be incredibly good at swimming. Would have to be able to see in absolute darkness.
I bumped into you. It was very upsetting.
I
So
know a couple witches like that.
yeah.
So not the zombies.
Alright, so they couldn't have gone through here.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's head back.
Don't
No
we go
problem.
downstream?
So
Okay.
are you
I
guys heading
didn't
downstream?
just totally push you in the water.
I assume so.
Whatever.
Okay, so you guys
We're just gonna ignore it and walk away.
head look, I don't want to have another PvP moment, so you guys head.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't do it because
It was an accident, really.
we need to go on. Stop trying to start a fight, please.
No, I'm being.
I
funny.
want to accomplish something this session.
We are. You're just wet now. That's all.
So you continue heading down. You kind of water slide your way down the waterfall. It's painful. You feel like your spine may have compressed a little on the way. So you shrink another. No, kidding.
Everyone takes 21 points.
I'm laughing
Now we're
so hard.
all wet.
You get to
Haha.
But I get my rope back.
you get to the point where you enter through the wall.
This
And
rope
start
is
heading
like a lot.
Downstream. Make a perception check for anything as we move along.
Okay, okay.
I'm so paranoid.
Yeah, that is an 8.
All right. You notice nothing.
It's a 7. Sorry. This is stupid.
I'll make a perception check as well because oh god, 6.
We're perceiving things that people are failing.
Yeah.
Come on, that one.
I'd like to get a dirty 20.
Wait, why
Okay.
do you roll twice?
Ow. Advantage on checks involving sight and sound.
We're just seeing if there's anything around. We're
Okay, what was
paranoid.
the lower one?
14.
Okay.
So you continue heading down.
You got beat by a fake bird.
I'm gonna throw my dice at you.
Do it.
That's called inspiration.
Oh no.
You head down further and further and further until you reach a point where there is a steep drop off. And it's like in Minecraft when you're going deep underground and then you run into a gorge. And it's like, da da da. Oh. So Sarah, even your advanced dark vision, can't see all the way to the bottom.
Can my owl go down?
You can try flying down.
Okay.
So your owl starts flying down.
Like one of
down,
the chickens
down.
as they float
I
down.
think it's quite evident the zombies did not come through here.
With your extended dark vision, you do find that
Well,
the
according
water
to Minecraft
falls
physics,
down this
you can
very
just go
deep area
up
down.
water.
and it does start going into like an underground channel or underwater.
Down into the ring
A deep
of
channel that's in this huge chasm.
The underdog.
And you see there's some passageways leading in and out. This would be naturally formed, not chiseled out, but like worn into the rock after many, many years. And you does catch your eye that there are some strange-ish colored rocks. This might be iron ore or something like that. You're not a miner, so you don't exactly recognize what this looks like. But it looks like whatever's down here, there could be a valuable haul. So the miners are probably quite interested in slowly going through this area, building scaffolding down, and exploring this whole area down here.
Is there any evidence of anything coming that climbed up here?
I'll make a perception check or investigation check.
That'd be a 12.
12.
Oh.
No, you don't see any evidence of anything being able to have climbed up here. Now your owl can't get all the way to the bottom with the flying speed with the distinct, but you can see all the way to the bottom. Right now. So there are some details that are quite small down there. Yeah, it appears to be about like 150 feet ish down to the bottom.
My theory stands that people could still be hiding down here. It's just gonna take forever to find them. Also, I don't know if we're allowed over here. There's a lot
no
of...
one's told us to stop.
There's a lot of
There's
things.
no one in.
There's a lot of things
Exactly.
we're not allowed to do.
Alright, let's go back and head down somewhere else.
Okay, is there anything else you want to check out while you're down here? Okay, so you...
Is there any more moss?
Make a perception check.
Perception
Just
check
kidding.
for-
Sure.
Killing me slowly.
17.
Did you feel
17.
the moss? It's very soft.
Yeah, there is some moss down here.
Okay.
And...
That was so relevant to
Yeah,
the
there's,
investigation. Thank you, Kelton.
there appears
So
to be
much.
like actually like a bed of moss in one area,
Ooh,
It's a bed of moss.
so
and like some
soft.
of it seems to have like blackened out.
Some of it's been... What?
Some of the moss seems to have been blackened out a bit.
Wait a minute.
Because it's dead?
Jump into the moss.
Or
Is
because
this...
it's burned? That dark magic.
I'd like to investigate this moss.
You
You
are
can
You
not
have
burned.
to get 150 feet down.
Oh wait, it's down there?
It's down there.
It's...
What do you mean blackened out?
Like you're looking at this bed of moss. There's like a bit of it
That he can't
that you
see?
can't really see.
Okay. I thought you meant like burned or scorched or something.
I mean, maybe
I'm
Wait.
creepy.
it's 120 feet away.
Can we tie a
for your
rope
vision.
around somebody
Interesting.
and lower them?
Sure, Morwin. Would you like to check it out?
I don't think
No,
that's a
you-
good idea.
If you lower anyone, it's gotta be
Since
me.
he only has
Yeah.
12 hit points.
You're right.
If you lower anyone, it's gotta be me so I can increase my owl's range
I
down
was
there.
gonna say that.
You
it's
wanna
not
go
a bad
down?
idea.
I'll
Sure, why
hold the
not?
rope.
We can hop, and if you call foul,
No,
then
no,
we'll
I'm not
just
gonna- I'm
pull
not
you
gonna-
out.
Alright.
I've already fell
that's-
to my death once. I'm not
Alright,
doing that
let's
again.
escape. Shall I roll to see if I can squeeze back through the hole?
Sure. So you guys head back up.
Athletics or aerobics?
This is acrobatics.
Aerobics.
Aerobics, sure. Why not?
Make an aerobics check, boys.
21! I know the curves now.
Allison got 25.
Woo! We made it out together.
So you
Even though I'm
both
2 feet taller than
wedge
him.
through the area.
Put a damper on the relationship.
As you
He's the
crawl
tallest
out
human I've seen.
of the whole hidey
He's the
hole
smallest.
area.
Wee little.
Yeah, that's something
You are.
you guys do. Where to now?
You're the smallest human I've seen.
Wait, so we went into this cave.
Middle passage or left passage,
and
guys?
Found nothing.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I
what?
say
Middle passage or left
left.
passage?
In...
In the mines. We had the bed that split back there.
Oh yeah.
Middle or left?
A good adventure is always go left.
Okay.
Alright, start heading left towards the
We're not up here.
the part opens up into this diamond shape, and
I hate you.
and you find yourself in another barracks-like area that's been more or less abandoned by the local dwarves.
Investigation for anything interesting.
All right.
I look for
Go it.
clues.
You do that too.
That's a
also
21.
investigation. Okay. Zach, are you rolling anything?
Yeah, sorry.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Rolled good, guys.
Investigation. 7.
What'd you roll, Jacob?
21.
22.
God, get out of here!
I love when you roll an 11 and still beat your friend.
So you guys
Rolled a
both
13.
look around in this area.
Me
More
with my single
common
torch.
mining equipment and stuff. But you also find some army gear, some shields, and some like boots.
Are the shields any good?
Yes.
I'd like to examine the shield and
Can I-
determine if it's better than the shield I have.
Okay, making an investigation check.
That is a 13.
13.
He doesn't have
Picking up and looking around, it appears to be relatively a standard shield, but
She's not proficient.
branded in the back.
shoes.
shield, same brand on like all of these shields that you're looking at the moment is property of the Stonekeep Armory, and then there's also like a branded number in each shield. So this appears to be like common standard issue stuff.
I take one.
The
Stick
old
it in my
plus
bag of
2.
holding.
I'd like to grab a shield too.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
+2 to armor class?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
oh,
shields do.
Oh yeah.
I would
Mine
like a
does that too.
pickaxe.
Okay, you steal a pickaxe.
What?
Okay.
This was fun, guys. Glad we did this.
Are you though?
All right.
Hey, we found moss.
We did find one.
It was all nice and soft and glowy.
All right.
Ben,
Let's
is
head
there
down
any
the middle
moss
passage.
in this room?
I'll make an investigation check.
No.
No, stop it.
I would
Stop.
like to
My gosh, stop
investigate.
before I
Go
kill
for it.
you all, please.
Oh, that was cocked. I would
Like
try
you could
again.
kill us all.
Oh man,
I'd like to cast Fireball centered on everybody.
that's an 8. Is there any more?
At night,
There
I'd like
is.
to cast
Oh,
no.
wow.
It's on Morwen's head. She has the moss yarmulke.
I would
Yeah.
like to pet it.
I would like to go down the middle passage with everybody else. Please follow me.
Yes.
Okay, you head
Agreed.
down the broad middle passageway, which narrows eventually into a bit of a mine shaft.
Stupid, narrow,
I'd
I
like
call-
to continue.
tiny people.
Hello, zombie.
Make a
Hello.
perception check.
I would like to make a gurgling noise to creep Morwen out.
Hello.
16.
So you know in Minecraft, where you're just mining, and so you just hear a and it just scares the crap out of you. That happens,
Or the
and you keep listening. Yeah, and then you listen to more,
reason.
and you realize that
It's
it's just the air traveling down the tunnels.
I'm making noises
Freaking
to
Minecraft
creep them
ambient
out.
sounds. I hate it.
You know what's awful about the ghasts is that their sound isn't relative to their position.
Mhm.
Their sound just travels everywhere equally.
Mhm.
Yeah,
you can
they
never
also
tell.
sound like crying babies.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Screaming
Let's continue.
babies.
So anyway, 12 ghasts. No.
12 gas.
12 consecutive
We've
con
got
saves.
guests before.
Continuing on.
Oh no.
Jason just like, oh no. No, guys, no.
Ah, no.
Okay, guys, I'd like to cast Move Along. It is
Bonus action.
it is a, no, it is a free
It's a bard
action.
spell. It's
It
all
is
American rejects.
instantaneous. You must make a Wisdom save of 90 DC.
What level spell is it?
100.
3.
And its effect is this horse is dead. Let's move on.
I just rolled a 95, so with my +5 intelligence, that's 100. So technically, my counterspell stops it.
I
So-
think your counterspell is canceled because I stabbed you 5 nights ago, and we're moving on.
Oh
There's
no.
a shard next to your heart, and you have to put this whole thing.
I dashed.
You have to put this thing in your chest, and then it's like, you know.
Moving on.
Alright, so you continue down the passageway.
You're so impatient tonight.
And you find
It's been 2 hours.
there's a bit more of the discarded
This
military
is what I said about talking with people.
gear.
It's the waste of
There
time.
is a busted army boot,
At least.
and next to it there's part
Get me
of like
fight,
some
maybe.
tools somebody was using to repair it, and it appears that quitting time rolled around, and he just left. Like I'll fix the boot
Is there a
tomorrow. It's over
file?
here.
The
Is
what
there a
tomorrow?
file here?
There's not a file.
The what tomorrow?
He'll fix a boot. There's a busted military boot.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to.
But
What are the-
as well.
Does this room lead anywhere else?
What are the
suit for-
tools he was using to fix this boot?
There's needle, some thick thread, and awl, and some like small rivets.
I'd
So
like
wait,
to
is there any-
inspect the boot for
So
clues.
you're gonna steal the boot repair tools. You now have.
No, put that back.
Put it down.
Put that back.
Put it down. Put it down. Ben, is there anything else in this room?
You just see me like,
Ben, ignore your nonsense. Is there anything else in this room, Ben?
Yeah, there's like 8 people in this room. One's a tiefling.
Okay,
one's
Ben,
a-
is there anything useful in this room to us
Is there any
continuing
moss in
on
this
with the
room?
story?
There is moss in this room, but there's nothing useful in this room.
Okay. It's time to go. It's time to go. Is there anything else in this mine we did not explore?
There's a lot to this mine you have not explored. You went down the first corridor that was like more or less to your right, which is the barracks that Jason knew.
Okay.
And then you went down the area which links to that hole on the other side of that.
All right.
underground
Let's go
room.
back to the
Sarah,
area where
let's
we
have
can
a
start
bonding
experiencing new
moment
things.
here.
Stop. I'm going.
You know, I was planning this session to have a
break
conversation with Smee, but I think she's too angry right now.
I think you need to take a breath, dude.
In character, watching all of this nonsense, Smiley yells, "It's time to move on!"
Are you okay?
No, it's time to move on.
Okay, we just got in this room. Calm down.
She starts yelling in
Do you need a hard hat?
In Sylvan. I have one already.
Do you need a second hard hat?
I continue yelling in Sylvan as we walk down.
Okay.
I speak in Celestial and pray to Nomus. Nomus, if there's undead in here, please just guide us. You can do that, right?
You hear, "We're sorry. Nomus is currently unavailable. Here's a brief message." And you hear "You jerks! Mom! Mom, why?" "Now, dear, it's for your own good." "Not really!" Asmodeus has to follow the rules too. Does he?
This is the recorded message.
Please leave your message after the beep.
Are there undead in here? Yes or no? Because I am starting to go batty. Thank you, and
Beep. His inbox is full.
you know what?
Mom, why'd you give me such a limited data plan?
I'm taking away your phone.
Fine, I'll use the LCB radio. The what? Nothing.
You know, as we go
Would
walking
you
around,
like to go outside and like go talk to people? You seem to be going crazy in here.
I'm going crazy because we're accomplishing nothing while we're playing
We're
with Moss.
investigating. Moss is fun.
Okay,
Can't we just
wait,
have
no.
some fun every once in a while?
Then we get to the area, please.
Okay. So you head into a third larger area.
That is not on the map.
Okay. This is your area, Cabria. Yeah.
So you guys head into the area. And begin
crying on the inside.
searching around. You find that there is very few mining implements here, but appear to be more of like a scholarly type of side of it in here.
What?
Into this particular room. It's like the barracks of the mining areas, but it's full of some papers and books and a few chests.
Ooh, I want to open
1
the
minute.
chest.
Are they
I open
Wait.
the chest.
I will. Stop it.
I'm
Stop it. My
opening
gosh.
the
Stop. This is when I'm in character. Like, stop it. Stop it.
I'm
Stop
opening
it.
the chest.
No.
Yes,
No.
I have opened the
No.
chests.
I grapple her.
Make a grapple check.
Are you serious?
Do I get advantage in this because it's Tavern Brawler, or does that do anything? for
No,
grapple?
you don't get advantage on
That's
it.
just.
He gets to cut me off when I'm doing character stuff.
Okay, do I add athletics to that?
Yes, it's athletics.
That's a 22.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I just roll or what?
Yeah, it's athletics or acrobatics.
That's right. Why are you rolling twice?
Because I feel like it.
That's
You
not how that
get to
works.
cut me
You
off.
rolled a 5.
Now we're hugging. Are you glad? I'm
No,
gonna
I
turn
stopped
around
you.
and hug you back.
There is okay.
You can't do that. You're grappled.
Okay.
I mean, that's
You're
kind of all she
grabbing
can
me.
do.
I am now
No.
hugging you.
Stop!
We are now wasting both of our time instead of just
Cabby
looking
just looks
in
at you
the
guys like,
chest.
so are we just doing group hugs? 'Cause,
No.
Come, Jacob.
I mean,
Gosh, let
sure,
go of me.
we could.
You were holding on to me. Would you like to let go of your grapple?
No!
No? Alright.
Like
Okay.
perception.
I'd like to make an investigation check for any traps on the treasure chest.
You make your investigation check. You make your perception check.
Ooh, what is it?
Let go of me!
We are grappled.
23.
23 to your
Okay,
perception.
that is a 13.
Okay, so with your 23 to perception, you see that there are papers that are written. Various things are written down on. Appear to be notes about kind of like the cave system, and then also some of the interesting things found in the cave system. The ores found here, and
Holy
some
stuff,
information
awesome.
written on the moss. About the moss.
Ooh. Can I read that?
Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
You see,
Stop it!
you notice the chests don't appear to be trapped.
Thank you.
Can I open them now?
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, get over it.
So there
I'm
are
not
two
in the
chests.
mood.
There are 2 chests. There's one to the right and there's one to the left.
I would like to open both of them.
I'd like to open the one to the right while she opens the one to the left.
Okay, you open the one to the right. All right. You open it up, and there appears to be some slimy
I slam it shut.
stuff in the bottom.
I slam it shut.
It appears to be some of that moss. You open up your chest.
Yeah.
Here, instead of piles like that were in yours, there are some finely cut and specifically carefully placed on a couple degrees of shelves. More of that glowing moss.
Are they studying the moss?
I am reading about a thing.
I'd like to roll Arcana on the moss.
Go for it.
Wait, what do I find out about the moss? When I'm
Hold on to
reading?
that in just a minute.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. What was that? Arcana. The moss does not seem to be magical. It does seem to be biologically natural occurring moss.
Wearing someone.
What you read is that this moss is an interesting thing that has been found deep underground where there's no other natural light sources. Some studies on it, trying to see if there's a practical application for it. They're trying to see if they can keep the glowing property for glow-in-the-dark paint, signs, stuff like that. But so far what they noticed is that if it seems to be severely damaged or otherwise harmed, it stops glowing until
And
quite a
it
while.
blacks out.
Basically, until quite a while where it will then grow back.
Somebody was down there. Or threw something down there.
Wait a minute. Huh. Okay.
Is the moss on my head still glowing?
It is still glowing.
Have we explored everything in this mine now?
No, you could get lost in here for probably weeks.
Have we explored everything that we are given access to?
You've gotten to about
You started
a
mining
fifth
on
to a quarter of what you have access to,
Mm.
without asking anybody.
Let's keep going. Would you like to leave? Like get some fresh air. Go join the farmers for a bit. We're good
I'd
here.
like to We'd like to continue on then.
Okay.
We'd like to continue on.
So leaving the research notes and the chests behind,
I'm gonna cast silence on you.
you keep heading forward, and you find that this area apparently is some more of the researchers. You find some journals that are embossed with the emblem of the Stonekeep Academy. A little bit that's been appears to have some marks of the library. So it appears to be that a librarian was in conjunction with the academy, which isn't uncommon. That's just from glancing at anything without taking a hard look at it. There are some cots in this area that are a bit nicer quality than most of the mining cots that you see. So it does seem that they have in the past run 24-hour work in the mines, either because of the recent attack or because of who knows why. They're not doing that right now. Possibly because of the investigation, possibly because of the attack, possibly because they unionized. Who knows?
Alright.
All those unions.
Is there anything you want to check out here?
Investigation on the books.
Okay.
That is I'm sorry, what was my investigation? That was a 23.
23. You recognize the signature on one of the books that had some of the markings of the library.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually written by Thaddeus. He was involved down here.
I read through it.
Okay.
Took you 2 days.
It's taking him. He's noting down progress of some of the students studying the indigenous glowing moss and the potential links it might have, or uses it might have. Although he does note that a major difficulty does come in that the moss seems to be fragile in transport, and how if a significant source of light other than itself is present, it blocks apparently any light coming from it. Like light pollution, you can't see the stars, that type of thing. So he remarks at how he's intrigued at some of the possibilities that it may be able to produce, such as being able to perhaps mark an arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
So you could kind of shoot into the sky as like a signal, like a flare.
Yeah.
Or for people who are out at night, like reflective strips type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's contemplating the value uses. However, because of how fragile it seems to be, causing damage will make it darken until it can grow back. He sees that they have to have some way to keep it in like a static or stasis form for them to actually create anything useful out of it. And he's debating whether they should use magic if it's affected by magic, or if they should use natural means and what they can do in doing so.
Right.
He also notes how recently in their breakthrough into the more open cavern area, how they've come across a larger supply of it, and he's looking forward to seeing what they can do there.
All right. Well, two things.
So you can like walk on it, but if it takes significant damage, it goes out.
Yeah, so presumably if you were to like stomp on it or walk on it repeatedly.
Okay. I would like.
So
Well, first of all, to relay that, but also, I'd like to take the book with me.
Okay.
And hey, Sarah, what do you think would happen if your owl ate it?
Would your owl glow?
I don't know.
Also, what if they made it into hydro?
I'm just wondering why the zombies would bother attacking this mine when all there seems to be is moss.
Well, then iron and gold.
Unless they came through.
It takes a bit longer to get that.
So if you got a bunch of zombies, smush them into a big ball of zombies, threw them off the cliff, they would land, wreck that section of moss, and then they could walk out without leaving any other trace.
Yeah, presumably.
It seems
Could you
unlikely.
land on the zombies, though? If you threw them in a giant ball, could you then land on them and be okay?
That's not what I was
Where
asking.
did this
You know what?
That's
Actually,
what I'm
one second.
asking.
Hey, Rhea. Just gonna play Rhea.
Yes! I'm Rhea! That is my name!
Oh, Lord.
You were gonna get an email from Corbin?
All right. Rhea, I'm assuming that Lore is as bored with this as I am. So perhaps you could pray for some of that divine intervention or whatnot, and
I
Have
get
him
that
point us in the
level
right-
10.
Whoa.
okay, can you pray to him and ask him if he can point us in the right direction?
I can certainly pray. Lord, how's it going, dude? So, do you have any information for me? You do? No. Really? Tell me more. What? Yes!
This is his voice for Corbin.
Doesn't sound exactly like it though.
That makes me make a Dr. Newton first.
It sounds about right if you squint your eyes.
Ah, yes! So, I wasn't talking about
Longboard
gossip,
season
though.
7.
Can you tell me more about this? Oh, really?
Kelton, what's your religion modifier?
Her religion modifier is a +6.
Good.
I'd
that's
like
a
to help
total-
her.
Okay.
You're religious?
I'm proficient in religion.
Wow. Who would have known you follow the rules of a god?
She prays for a while, and she's like, all that I'm getting is that perhaps we should.
Oh, no more funny voice?
All that I'm getting is that perhaps we should look back on what we have already discovered and explore every avenue. Oui,
How do
oui,
you
I'm
feel
French.
about getting thrown down that hole?
Sure.
Let's lower
Let's
Sarah
do it.
down the hole and have the owl.
But then I have to squeeze back through that other hole.
You know what? At this point, I don't care. You're gonna squeeze and you're gonna like it.
We should probably alert the rest of the
That's
people
what she said.
to what's down there, so we can tell them that that's there, and then we can maybe get another group of people to rappel down there. So it's not
That's
just
a
one
lot of
person.
work and paperwork.
They're going there anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about OSHA, they're going to require scaffolding.
Let's just do it.
No one will stop us.
That's what Shia LaBeouf would say. He's my warlock patron.
Oh, no.
All right, continuing on. Ben, can we just say we get there like instantly?
Sure.
Thank you.
You get yourselves over to the big drop-off point.
It is now my
Okay,
goal.
we tie a rope around Sarah and we begin lowering her down.
Who's we, Tonto?
This
Us.
is
We are we. Stop
Uh,
making this take longer than it needs to be.
this is the big long everything tied together rope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is like
So, yeah.
150
This is the rope.
You
You
only
have
have to
plenty
go down a
of-
little
of-
bit more
yes.
to give you extra range.
So you head about 40-ish feet down, and your owl can get all the way to the ground.
Okay.
Are you sending the owl down?
Yes.
Okay. Make an athletics check real quick.
Me or the owl?
You.
Okay.
How are you handling this rope?
I would like some inspiration.
I'd like to help you.
You cannot help me. You're up there and I'm down here.
Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet to help.
Can I have some inspiration? I have a -1, sir.
I suppose, since you decided to dump strength and
What else am I gonna dump?
I don't know, but
Constitution,
I'm saying
you like
I got
Micah.
a +4 to athletics, while you got a -1. Just
I
saying.
got a +5 to intelligence and charisma, so
Girls,
that's a
girls,
20.
You're both pretty.
That's a dirty 20.
So you don't need this? Okay, cool. I won't mark off that I inspired you then.
So
In fact, I might viciously mock you. No, I'm kidding.
you kind of climb yourself off the side a bit, still tied to the rope, so you're not directly underneath
Oh,
the
I thought
waterfall.
I was just letting.
Oh
her
wait,
out.
Ben, can I just walk down?
You can try, although if you hit a slick patch, you would drop down.
Can I take a torch
Just
with me
don't.
to see what's slick and what's not?
As you recall, whenever the torchlight is there, any of the glowing moss which is slick, you can't see
Is
then.
only the glowing moss slick?
No. Sometimes there's just water trickling down the wall, which also
Can't
makes it
do
slick.
it then.
So
I'm not gonna do it then.
yeah. I mean, I could roll these. I mean, you force me to. Like, I wouldn't mind.
We've had lots of fall damage lately, huh? Yeah, maybe we should not.
So the owl flies down a bit further. Are you heading to that dark patch?
Yes.
As you head to the dark patch, you see there is a spiked mace.
Pick it up. Wait, you're an
No,
owl.
the
Owl.
fingerprints
Tell
will
us
get
about
on
it.
Of an owl.
Okay, message us about it.
There's a spiked mace. It's lying in the dark patch.
Yeah.
Lying in the dark patch of moss.
Does it
Uh,
have
the
any
wood-
kind of
Finally,
insignia?
some progress.
The wooden handle is kind of cracked and broken, like it fell down and impacted down
It
here.
appears it fell down here.
Ben, may I retroactively do something?
Maybe.
Can I say I prepared Featherfall?
Sure.
Yes. Okay, I will
You're too
switch
nice.
out. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Alright, I will switch out sleep. with
Good, you should
Featherfall.
never have sleep prepared anyway at this level.
Featherfall.
Yeah, sleep is kind of sad.
At higher level, sleep is garbage.
I don't need sleep.
Okay. Could somebody hand me the bard cards? Wait, that's these. Yes, I would like to play the bard card.
Is there a song involved?
Don't you know the bards are better than you?
Have you ever seen an owl without feathers?
Yes.
Uh,
It's creepy looking.
You've
Just like a
seen
cat
owls
without
here?
fur. Cats should never be naked.
Have you ever seen a bear without hair?
Have you ever seen a wet koala?
Also terrifying.
No, but I saw them
eating
burning.
koala? Down by the bay, down by the bay.
Poor.
a wet.
If
See,
you guys
hairless
in-
bears look.
Where do watermelons grow?
Oh, they just look.
Back to-
They look like rats that took steroids, but mixed with a horse.
The koalas
Are you looking
burning
at a
in
picture of a hairless
Australia.
bear right now?
There's a picture of a hairless bear I'm looking at right now. It is a rat horse.
I want to see this actually.
It's kind of like a hippo, but from hell.
Oh gosh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Ew.
See, rat horse.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty actually.
This is all
That's
creepy.
not cute at all. That's terrifying.
The wet koala.
Wet koala?
Wet koalas are.
You do realize that koalas are basically just drug addicts,
Mhm.
and when you take them off the branch, they get really angry.
Yeah, they go through withdrawal.
You're taking them away from their fix. Okay.
Anyway,
Creepy.
Okay, so I'd like to start walking down.
okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. I'm good at these. That's not the right die. Okay, that is a 19.
19. You do cautiously, carefully begin walking your way down. And in the course of a few minutes, you get down to where Sarah is.
How are you, Morwen? I mean, we're just standing here in the water, you know, chilling.
How far down is she?
Kind of like to get out
I'm
of this
about 40
large
feet down.
You're about 40, 50 feet down at this
Can you
point.
hold my torch?
50?
I'm holding
Okay.
a rope right
And the
now.
thing's 150?
Yeah, about.
I'll hold
Alright.
your torch.
Thanks. Because I'm holding the rope.
Yeah.
Wait, how does fall damage work again?
Die?
It's like 2d6 per 10 feet.
2d6 per 10 feet.
Actually,
2d6 per 10
apparently,
feet?
according to this, it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
1d6.
So-
The DMG says 2d6 per 10 feet.
Cool. This thing's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's been wrong before.
It has failed me again.
Okay. Oh,
I
but
mean,
for
you're
the fall,
the, you're the
take no fall
DM,
damage.
so
2d10 per 2 inches.
okay.
Down,
Great.
my little nerf herder.
Anyway, so
I'd like to make an investigation check or anything down there, or perception for anything making noise.
okay, go for it.
That's carved. Okay, oh, that's pretty
Just
good
hear me
actually.
talking to Morwen.
Perception. Total 22.
Total 22. Okay.
How's it going?
You
down
hear
there?
water rushing.
Mm-hmm.
You do actually hear something else too. You hear some bats.
There's bats down there. Some life, I guess.
I assume that's still rocky ground down there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to continue walking down.
All right. I'm just gonna say you very slowly, carefully
Do you want me to go down with
make
you?
your way down
yeah,
there.
sure.
Okay, so they're going to lower me down.
Okay.
I'd
I'm
like
gonna say that you're just keeping a hand on Sarah's rope,
Mhm.
so that if you were to fall, you can just
Yeah.
grab
How
her.
far down do you still need to go, Sarah?
All the way.
I only have 150.
That's exactly how tall it is.
You get to the point where you're like kind of lying down the rock, holding the
I know.
rope as she unties it and drops down a foot.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're now both standing. There's
Did you know
kind of like
if I
up,
bought
not
a
turned
pole,
hand.
I could lift
5
a whole boat
stalactites.
up a mountain.
I'm sorry, a what?
There's 5
I can lift
stalactites
3 times. my
reaching up
holding
in
strength.
kind of like the palm of like this skeletal hand of stone
Mhm.
is where the moss is, and there is the broken spiked mace.
I'd like to
lying
roll Arcana.
Okay.
That's not very good. That's a total 10.
Can you inspire yourself?
Friendship is magic.
Would you like to roll
Arcana!
as well?
15.
15. We've already established the moss is not magical. This mace also appears to not be magical.
Okay.
Dang, you beat up a lot of people with a
I'd
non-magical
like to roll
mace.
perception.
Okay, go for it.
Is there
You
anything?
realize what weapons
around
are
here?
for, yes?
Yes,
Okay, that is a.
I know, but to
22
crush people
perception.
like that?
22 perception.
Is there anything down here moving around, making noise, other than bats?
As you look around and you listen, as far as you can see through the torchlight and see further beyond the torchlight, kind of the distance with the glowing moss. You can't really make out detail that far with glowing moss, but you can see it. You get a bit of an idea of distance. You just hear the rush of the wind howling through the underground.
Wind's howling.
The underground ebb and flow of air pushing through here. There is kind of a stale, wet, moldy smell kind of everywhere. And
I'd like to pick up a rock.
okay,
I'd like to throw it at the mace.
okay. You do it. The rock bounces off the metal.
How
of the
big
mace.
is the dark patch?
The dark patch is a bit larger than the radius of the mace itself.
Okay.
Like the impact kind of shook a little bit.
Okay. So it looks like the dark patch was caused by the mace.
Yes.
Okay. That's not as helpful.
Okay, I'd like to cautiously approach the mace.
Okay.
Or do you want me
You
to yell?
cautiously, slowly walk towards
Okay.
the mace.
I
Make
poke
a
my
roll
head through the
investigation on
hole
the mace.
All right.
and yell at
Investigation
them
for
loud
mace.
enough that they could very obviously hear me.
Can you
We
not,
should
please?
take the mace back to the
You
library.
can't see it.
We're talking about it.
We are not talking about it to you.
Also, I think you're out of range of message too. So.
Yeah, you're too far from
She
us.
said yell.
Oh.
Rude.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna. If assuming the mace is safe,
Alright,
I'm gonna. grab it.
I assume we're
Investigation?
just yelling at each
Okay.
other.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Magic's overrated.
The handle is wooden with a leather wrapping, and the wooden handle has snapped upon hitting the ground. So parts of it are sticking through, like a broken leg, kind of looking. But the leather wrap is holding it mostly in place. It seems to be pretty well crafted. And there is there's a small detail that you bring it closer to the torch to look at. And in the leather wrapping, you see that there is a stamp in the leather of a dragon. since you're a native from Stonekeep, well, more or less, right?
Yeah.
You recognize that this is the Stonekeep dragon. This is like their seal.
What
This was
did
taken
you
from the armory.
find?
This is from the armory, I think, or made here. I
We
take
should
it.
take that back with us.
Yes, I take it up. I pick it up and take it.
Is there any is there any blood anywhere?
Make
Mom, I
an
think they're
investigation check.
ignoring me.
What else is new?
Right.
Dirty 20.
320. There is some
think
dried
is the
blood
leader of
on
this
the mace
party?
itself,
Okay.
on the head of the mace.
But it looks like the mace is the only thing
I
that
mean,
fell
you
down
just
here.
kind of jumped. I don't know.
Yeah, make another
if
investigation
going that
check.
far, dude.
What should I call this mace, Ben?
I feel like it depends on
Damage
what we're
mace
doing.
with dragon stamp.
21.
21.
That's
Okay,
fair.
kind of looking around the area where you currently are, using your owl mostly because you're still kind of tied, or because you don't want to go too far away from the rope and
Yeah.
get swept away in the water or anything like that.
Who did?
21.
That's
We're
That's
technically
debatable.
following my
Sorry.
map.
This is investigator time.
Not really.
Investigating a could be a crime scene.
It doesn't seem like we get a lot of respect.
No.
That was a 21 you said?
21.
And yet
21,
they
okay.
expect us to hold the rope.
You see
You don't have to hold the rope.
You were right.
further down, about
They haven't been talking to me.
70-ish
I don't
feet
think
away
they'll
from
hold
you.
the rope this time.
snagged on a rock right
Really?
off of the underground river, there appears to be
We're
a
standing there at the bottom.
black ragged cloak.
Guys, I'm trying to listen to this.
Can I have the owl bring it back to me?
It is kind of waterlogged. It's going to be too heavy for the owl.
There's two. There is what there?
There's a bit of a ragged cloak
There's a
snagged over
cloak.
there by the river.
Wait a minute. Ben, does it appear to be anything inside the cloak?
Well, you have to have
I
it
think-
to take a look at it.
Well,
It's,
is there
it's like
anything
70 feet down.
Does it look like there's a figure in the cloak?
Oh, like a
face down?
person or
No,
anything? No,
yeah.
no, it's
It's
just the cloak.
Yeah, just a cloak.
It's in the
I'm
river.
holding the rope back up to be a jerk. They can't see this because they are not looking at the rope.
I'd like to roll perception.
I'm literally tied to the thing.
No, you jump down.
Yeah, because it's like exactly the right size, because it took a bit of space for you to tie it to yourself.
I
Yeah.
thought
I'm
you
just
said-
pulling it back
I thought
up
you
because
said-
you aren't talking to me.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, never mind. I thought you
Yeah.
said something else. Yeah.
Just pulling it high enough till you can't reach.
Are either you like walking to the side or to the river to grab the cloak?
Yeah.
Okay. Cautiously making your way
Yeah.
over. You do pick up the cloak. It's a bit heavier than expected because it is waterlogged.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of quite heavy at the moment.
Yeah.
It appears to be a black tattered cloak.
All right. Well, I add this to my inventory too.
So it looks like someone ran down and got it stuck as they went down.
Make an insight check.
Or some guy fell down this hole.
That is a... Was that an 18 or 16? That's an 18.
18. It's possible maybe somebody fell into the river and so snagged and the body continued
Ben,
going.
where does this river lead?
Continues going further into this underground Minecraft style chasm.
Are there any
It's
offshoots or is it just this one way down?
Just this one way down that you see so far.
Okay.
There are some like
I
naturally
love
formed
meat.
passageways going in and out,
I've always been a sucker for meat.
but
Vegetables
it's
just money.
it's also possible that the cloak
Oh,
itself,
sauce.
along with the mace, fell down here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Jerky? I have a bag.
yeah.
You want some?
You didn't find any blood around the mace or on the banks of the river,
Yeah.
so that does imply that there wasn't a person who hit the ground here.
Yeah. Assuming they didn't hit the ground. Unless
Perhaps
they
they
My
dumped their stuff
rations
here for
is
some
just
reason.
meat.
Just straight up.
Just meat.
Just beer you bag.
Yep.
Where would they have gone?
had...
What?
Oh no. It's likely they could have been wearing a cloak to hide their identity. As they ran down here, they ditched their stuff and then came back out looking like one of the regular people who works here.
What'd
Could've
you
been the
find?
Zombies.
Hey, down there!
You guys okay? Haven't
would-
heard from you in a while.
Like
I'd like to
to
roll insight to see if there's any use in continuing on down this path.
Okay, yeah, go for that.
Because we need to get moving on. Oh gosh, that's an awful roll. Anybody want to help me?
Nah.
that's why I'm not proficient in insight. My roll is
No.
worse.
You're ignoring me.
It's a 9.
You know, there could be great adventures underground. I'm hungry. It's dark. I'm tired. Eh.
Wait, my owl is a +1 to wisdom. That's dumb.
How your owl roll?
Sure, my owl will roll insight. That's a 17.
Oh my gosh.
Again, you're not sure if this is you projecting thoughts onto your owl, and you're just going crazy, having a mental conversation with your owl, or if your owl's like, "Can we go home now? We spent too much time underground.
So much
Yeah.
time.
Stop."
We should head back. I don't think there's anything that we can do, just the two of us down here.
Never do I.
It's too risky.
Okay.
See, so we'll yell back up to them what we found.
Oh, what's that? You want to talk to us now?
Well,
I can't see you. Your glare means nothing to me. I don't have dark vision, and you're way too far down.
you just brought her up.
Sounds like someone's being a child today.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. What was that?
Well, you see, the humor is that I am your biological sister,
gosh.
and yet even though I'm the child, you are acting like it.
I said
Me
we
and
found.
Norwin agree. You
I
guys
said-
have not been talking to us, and it's very rude.
Have you ever heard of giving someone space to do their investigation?
No.
Exactly. We found a mace. We found the mace. Could be the mace we're looking for, as well as some of a tattered cloak down here.
Are
Okay.
you gonna bring it with you?
I throw the rope back down.
Okay.
Got a fireball with your name on it, Missy.
This is why I
sir,
pulled back
fireballs
up
are
the
just
rope.
to whom it may
I
concern.
deserve as much respect as you think I'm giving to you.
Ben is so bored with our nonsense, even he is stacking dice.
So, ropes are thrown down. You guys slowly make your way back up.
Yeah.
Are you bringing the cloak and the...
Yes,
and
I have it
yeah.
in my inventory.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have the cloak and you have the mace. And you guys head up. All right.
Exit the cave?
Are you leaving the whole system overall?
Yeah.
We should.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else down here.
You guys make your way
He
out
is
of the...
a literal crowd.
But we don't know why they came here in the first place.
To hide in so they can ditch their disguise.
The zombies too?
That's
I mean,
awfully deep in the cave.
I don't think the zombies were even down there. If all you found was them,
didn't they say that there were zombies?
there would be like
Ben,
some...
I can't remember. What did the
Wagon
miners say?
Jason's looking like, well, they did mention there was a zombie attack.
But
I
all
mean,
the miners ran.
yeah.
You know
They
what?
didn't survive.
1 minute. What if they're not really zombies?
What if he's just
What do you mean?
What if they
Is
were
it-
eating people?
Okay.
What if he's
Let me
fighting
finish,
the
please.
people?
Okay, obviously they said that there were assassins among the undead,
Yep.
but we have seen little evidence that they are entirely just, regular undead. We've seen claws, we've seen all these,
Organization?
yes. There's it's obvious that there's something more going on here. What if they're not undead?
What if the assassin had those little grabby dinosaur things and he was biting
I
the
mean, it's
people
entirely
as he
possible.
killed them?
Something I was thinking about, if you're going to ditch your disguise, zombies aren't something you necessarily need to keep around, so you could throw them off the cliff and they could get washed downstream, so we wouldn't see any evidence
true.
of them.
But could they fit? Oh, yeah, they could. I'm the only good person here.
I mean, maybe...
And if the mines were cleared out, they'd have ample time to get all the zombies through.
True.
Yeah, if they could. So...
Well, let's go waste our time and talk to people.
So we think that they cleared themselves out, their own mess up? They got harder to find them?
It's entirely possible. We know for one thing, at least one person
Do zombies take fall damage?
looks like
Wait.
Everything takes fall damage.
at least one person,
Fall damage.
Doesn't
likely their
matter. If
leader,
they broke their spine, they could still
could still be up around
They could crawl.
and could be
No, broke
watching us all from the inside.
If they twisted their legs the wrong way, they
I
could still
never
crawl
trusted
after you. You don't die.
This punk rock starts playing in the background. Sum 41 starts right.
Alright, let's head out of this mine.
Okay. You leave the mine. It's currently like 9 o'clock in the evening by this point.
I want to assassinate
It's me.
somebody.
Do you feel better getting some fresh air?
I feel better if we made progress on this
We
investigation.
just did.
Can we assassinate
Do you feel better?
No.
So do you think we should
So
report our findings, or do you think we should
You know.
keep this to ourselves? Do you think we should just...
You know,
No, no, we gotta go tell the commanding officer.
but
Yes.
then again,
Oh,
the
no.
whole part of me thinks that why
If
why
this
is
is
there-
a cover-up, then we don't want to tell the people in charge.
But they're the only.
We should at least tell the man in charge of everything. I believe we can trust him.
Do you think he knows about it?
Well, if we find anything,
well
if anyone, he should know.
then why would he, if he was in on it, then why would he go out of his way to hunt us down, hire us, etc.?
This could be like one of those Palpatine situations where he's like playing us this whole
I
time.
am the Senate.
He's
Yeah, like the time he tries to kill us for 2 films, and then realize that we're actually his grandchild.
Yay!
Calm down.
I think we should at least tell Commander Rick.
All right.
We do it tomorrow morning.
It's General Rick, but yeah.
Is it General Rick?
It's General Rick.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware
General
of
Rick,
that.
sir!
Ah, geez, Rick.
Sergeant
Right.
Rick.
You guys have been in
Hello,
the party
Sergeant
longer
Rick.
than I have.
All right,
I
let's
trust your
go there and
Yeah.
report.
Shouldn't do that.
Okay, so, you guys return to the...
I mean, look at these two. They're
into
crazy.
to Stonekeep, with the actual fort where you guys have been given some rooms to stay in. The rooms that you've actually been given is about there are 4 beds per room, and they're both connected to each other by a door. So that has space for all of you guys. You guys have a long rest.
Oh, good.
And in the morning, the general says that he's ready to speak with you, and he can talk to either all of you, or if only one of you wants to come in and talk to him, then that's fine too.
Good luck. I'm going into bed.
All right, I guess I'll go.
I'm gonna go train with Taliesin. We're gonna go pump
I will
some
follow
iron.
me.
Okay, so it's 2 of
I'll
you,
go too.
Yeah.
3 of you. Okay.
You don't want to pump some iron? Come
I'd
on.
like to make sure people are not lying.
Okay, so Morwin,
Few
I'm
Sarah,
rolling sight checks, guys.
and Smina
I have.
all go to General Rick. Okay. So you're in his office, like. So I hear that last night you made some progress. Because you guys returned last night. It's like, yeah, we'll have a meeting in the morning.
Yes, we believe so.
We've discovered evidence of an escape route or a site where everything was ditched. And we believe that they snuck out after dumping weapons and armor and zombies down a river.
First off,
Interesting.
while investigating the mines, we made our way through a crack in the cavern walls to where they were assumed they were trying to get to, and we followed a natural cavern and a underground river a ways, and we found a very large chasm about 150 feet down. And are you familiar with the moss that was being researched down there?
Just a bit vaguely of it. I know that all the schools and stuff they're studying that more. I didn't see an immediate application, so I'm leaving that to them until they have some use of it for me.
General,
Fair.
do you know of any thefts from the armory of Stonekeep?
Not that I know of.
Maybe
Inside
of this
Rolling to
shield
see
that
whether
I
mine's
took?
lying.
Dun dun!
Nope.
Yes, there seems to be a shield that's gone missing from inside
That
the
is-
mine.
That is a 19 then.
Okay.
Maybe some
You?
shoe supplies.
No.
Okay. You think
No.
that this man is the most lyingest liar in all of liardom. You think that this man cannot be trusted. In fact, you can't even not trust him.
Whoa.
You think that he knows more, perhaps, than he's letting on, but possibly just to see that he doesn't alter your viewpoint before you give him your facts.
And I'm starting to do push-ups.
All right.
Yeah.
Talison's doing burpees. Okay. Like, okay. A theft from the armory.
So we were investigating the chasm at the bottom. There's a large area of moss. And in that moss, there was a darkened area, like there was something that caused damage to the moss.
In that darkened area, we found a broken mace that we believe was used as the murder weapon in all of these murders, and
It's on your desk.
it has the emblem of Stonekeep on it.
Do you have it with you? Can I see it?
I showed him.
He looks at it. Well, certainly what fits that damage description you told me about from earlier. Broken handle?
It was thrown off the cliff.
Ah. Well, this certainly looks like some of the training maces we have for the militia or the guardsmen or so whatever to use. These aren't kept track of as much as the official armory is, so this would have been easier to steal.
Could Stonekeep have been attacked from within?
Well, it's certainly possible that either we were attacked from within, or also possible that whoever is doing this has agents in beforehand. This implies that there was definitely more forethought than we thought going on.
We also found a piece of a tattered cloak down at the bottom of the chasm.
Do you have the cloak too? He looks at it. Seems to be a black, nondescript cloak. Anyone could have worn this.
Exactly. What I believe is that with the mines being emptied from the zombie attack, whoever had the cloak and the mace went down there. They discarded the items, and it's very likely they could now be walking around, and no one would be the wiser. If they were in the cloak to disguise their identity, they could have gone down when everyone was escaping, thrown the things, and could look like they were any other miners.
How tall would the person with the cloak have possibly been, just guessing by cloak size?
For it to not drag on the ground, they would have to be like 5'5" to anywhere taller than that would have been fine. So a tall dwarf could fit the bill. Fenner is 5'8". Pre-shrinking, Jason was 5'11". So the average human male is like 5'9"-ish. Of course, this being a fantasy world, it's like 5'10". And then tall dwarves can get to like 5'5". So it could be a very tall dwarf. It could be an average human male. A slightly tall human female. Slightly tall elf. It would have looked ridiculous on Narya.
It fits on one arm.
It would also look ridiculous on you, but for opposite reasons. For you, it would be like the boyfriend hoodie. For you, it would be like a crop top.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I'm into.
So it's entirely possible that our friend here could be anyone.
In the city? You think they're still in the city?
He's going to make an investigation check on the cloak.
Well, if nobody know who they were, it's entirely likely.
Well,
No tag, no embroidered
No
initials.
security cameras.
I mean, I figured they wouldn't be there, but it was worth a check. Alright.
If they went down there with zombies, they could have also dumped the zombies down the chasm. Can't imagine those wouldn't be a resource you'd need to keep very long, and could throw them down, they'd get washed down with the river.
I imagine they would raise attention if, like, oh yeah, I just have some zombies in my basement.
Do you know if that river lets out anywhere? Or is it entirely underground?
Good question.
I'm not entirely sure. He pulls out a map of Stonekeep, which I am also pulling out so I can
It's up here, Ben.
have a reference.
Well,
So, looking at the map of Stonekeep, you guys.
We pull out a map.
So, there are some small. So, there's the canal system that runs through Stonekeep.
Right.
And there are parts of the river that do run all the way to the embossed river. It's like, well, I haven't personally been down there, so I don't know. I'd have to have one of the miners or one of the bookworms find out more about that. I'll get them on that right away. Well, there is a river, and he points to a point between Stonekeep and the Boss River here, which is a spring from underground. It's possible that that underground river lets out there. It's also possible that it goes just through the water table, and who knows how that springs out, or maybe that's just a wellspring in and of itself. But in theory, do zombies need to breathe?
No.
No.
And I think they could have survived that fall, but that's just me.
Well, in theory,
But if there were
if they
zombies
were led,
thrown,
they could
then
crawl
they
all the way from there upstream through the holes we just found about
You know what? Suddenly I'm very glad I did not crawl for that hole.
this happened. We discovered a bit of the hole just about a month before the attack, which would have given enough time for someone who was looking for an opportunity. And that river outlet is just south of Stonekeep, north of the Feywood. Elves live a long time, and our last war was against people from the Feywood.
Could someone be trying to incite a new war?
It's possible. I doubt the government of the Feywood themselves would desire conflict, but then again, the war was never with the Feywood. It was with people using that as a base. That always made things complicated.
When you rose to power, did you have to manipulate people in order to get where you are?
Yep.
I was simply a soldier. I took orders. I gave orders. My predecessor was assassinated, and I rose to power suddenly, though. So, no, I didn't manipulate anyone to get here. The position was vacated. And of the 10 captains, I was the one that they deemed to be next in charge. I was also the senior captain, so I had the experience.
Could there be a third party trying to incite war between the two of you?
He is going to make a check.
There's always a yes. That's always.
Well, it's not impossible. I just don't see a motive. Why would somebody want us to wage war against the Feywood? And if they did want us to wage war against the Feywood, why use zombies? Why not just have some people look disguised as elves, or elves themselves attack?
I've seen humans wiped off a map by an intermediary before. It's not impossible.
Is it possible they want to get Stonekeep
Easier if they weren't.
for another reason? Your minerals?
Certainly possible. We have a great iron export and stone export. If somebody wants to build a war machine, we have the means to do so.
It's entirely possible zombies could just be a cheap resource.
That is possible.
We fought someone before who had a large supply of them, so if he made any friends...
Like I said, expendable shock troops. Those would be nice to have.
We have to go to the Feywood, don't we?
I'll have my guys look into this. We also have the amulet we're looking into, still seeing if it's going to be a tracking device or if it was just to aid against magical involvement.
We built one.
Did I hear anything about from Namfuda when I sent it to him about the amulet?
I think basically all you heard back was that it sounds weird, and without like looking at it, he wouldn't really be able to tell. Yeah, and even looking at it,
Yeah.
who knows? And that would take him away from working on the
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting. Well, let's see. I have a short list of people from Stonekeep within that might have a motive. It is a very short list.
I would be interested in seeing this list.
Also, keep this.
All right, so
quiet.
Do you have a list, Ben?
Why would Ben have a list?
so he lists a few people. Maza Osaka, because he was kicked out of the city for selling goods that were supposedly smuggled and operating without a license, without like a business license. But he's like, but this seems to be much more than that guy would have done.
Mazda is somebody who will take advantage of an opportunity, but not someone who will go out of his way to get vengeance. It's not, as he would put it, good business.
It's just not profitable.
We are now practicing hand to hand.
All right.
This venture is no longer profitable.
I have 3 other people on that I can immediately think of. Several years back, there was a fire and a notable citizen passed away. He had a great interest in the local militia and military. He helped finance building some of our walls and some of our public parks and public resources. However, when he died, his daughter was accused of doing it for inheritance. And she, well, it wasn't able to be proved and she was released. She did leave and she seemed unhappy when she left. While I doubt she would be responsible, that's a possibility. There was a soldier in her company who did not like me. He disagreed with my orders and just didn't have what it took to get things done. He's also a potential suspect and they left together, although I wouldn't expect something of this caliber from him.
No, he's much smaller now.
And then, like I mentioned before, the young woman who left, her sister also left, but, well, she would have nothing to gain from this. She'd actually have a lot to lose from this.
How so?
Well, you see, well, her sister, who was suspected of causing the fire, was looking to take over the family business. The other one was more interested in the social aspect of being a noble. To make a power play like this would require more influence and risk of losing influence than she would probably be comfortable with. And also, it's
It's
just...
his family. Is it the Sues?
Yes, it is. You've heard of them?
Yes.
Yes, the sister, Mary Sue, she's a wonderful woman.
Oh my god! No.
Did you not see that coming?
No.
No, I did not.
But, you know, it's just, she's too nice, everyone loves her, why would she wage war? It just doesn't seem like it would be her, but I can't rule anybody out right now. She is away at the moment. She spends much of her time visiting friends.
I'd assume her sister is still away, yes?
Yes, the other one, Catherine. Don't know where she went off to. She was in prison for a while, and then after she was released, because we didn't have enough evidence for an actual conviction, she and her friend, Jason Argos, was a former soldier, and they both left for parts unknown. Don't know what happened to them since.
We may have a lead on them.
Certain halflings start sweating nervously.
I don't know why, but I think people are talking about me somewhere. Don't know what's if they would be up to anything. Mazda, as we said before, just wouldn't be good business. And I'll have to go over some of our old files from our war with. Like I said before, we weren't at a war with the Feywood, but the war with the Feywood,
All right,
and see
so
if there's any notable people from there.
in short, we have 3 suspects. Mazda, who I shall meet with soon, but I doubt has a hand in this. Sue, who we'd have to track down, or the Feywood, or somebody acting through them, trying to incite violence.
We at least need to find the other side of that river.
So if we're looking at the map, it's a good, 6 miles from that mountain river they pointed out to underneath the mines. So it either have to be something that can breathe underwater or something that doesn't need to breathe at all.
Or we could travel there by land.
Yeah, but if something were to go through there. I'll do some research and I'll get back to you tomorrow about any Feywood connection.
Alright.
If there's nothing else, then I believe that this meeting is concluded.
Yes.
Bum-bum-bum. And
I'd like to go to the chemist, actually.
the chemist.
Not the chemist, I'm sorry,
Morgue?
the morgue. The
Okay.
mortician.
Let me get my book out so I remember what I name people.
I'd also like to do this alone.
Oh, well.
Well, that's fine, because I'd like to go and find a place for tea.
Swatty.
Okay. Doot, 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 Why do I have so many notes?
Learning a new song there? Maybe.
Okay, wrong side of the book. Do. Right.
I'm trying to find a name and I can't find it because there's so many dogs. Dogs.
Yes.
Frogs all over everybody.
Theris, the
She's
doctor.
just a furry.
She wants to be.
Alright,
Technically, she
Dr.
is in the
Ferris.
campaign.
Oh yeah. So what can I do for you, Lassie?
So, you would say as a mortician you have, to some degree, expertise in chemistry, yes?
Oh well, a little bit of it.
So, in short, if I were to ask you to identify components of trace amounts of something, yes you do, you could help me out with that?
Oh, well, perhaps are you trying to make a nice little tea? Because if so, I can help you out there, and if not, well, that's not much I can do about it.
Knocks on the door. Wait, is this the
Well,
place
in
where
short-
you get tea?
I bring out the yun.
Okay.
I'm assuming it has some residue on it.
It has a bit.
Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out what this is, and I point out the residue. And I've identified one of the components as brimstone. I figured you having a background in chemistry to a degree would perhaps recognize another component.
Well, I definitely can smell the brimstone there, and what's this? Yes, cold iron. Yes, nice wood handle. I believe that's brass. Some copper components. Oh, be careful, because if you prick yourself with the copper, there's a bit of a buildup that can happen on it, which is poisonous. So be careful about that. And yes, I recognize this one well. Activated charcoal.
Charcoal.
You see, if you ever have an upset stomach, chew some of that, and you'll throw it right up. The contents of your stomach, not your stomach in its entirety. Although I've seen that happen done before, and I had to shove him back in. Poor lad didn't survive.
I see.
Wait, I thought you
So,
were a mortician.
Brimstone
Wasn't that already dead?
and charcoal.
That seems to be about it, laddie.
That's funny. I would think the component you would have given me would be saltpeter, which grows in corpses.
Does it sound?
It does. In urine and corpses, that's where saltpeter comes from.
But does this
It's a gun.
Oh, that's how you can tell. I've been dead for 37 years. And time to enjoy and to suck your soul from your body there, Jimbo. You must serve a Serac forever in eternity in the Shadowfell. Yeah, that's right, Serac's Irish.
a demon!
No, I'm a lich. That's quite a big
Going
difference.
to the shadow realm. Okay. Let's see.
I would like to cast Give This Up as bonus action.
I'm 2/3 of the way there. Alright, let's see. So charcoal
Maybe
and
that's
brimstone.
magic and that would work.
I get the feeling I'm close. Thank you.
Yep, we'll see you later, lassie.
Alright.
Morwen, make an investigation check.
Life, love, and sweet
Could
passion.
use that.
But that was it good?
I don't know. I can't find it.
Oh.
Actually, we can turn on the lights now.
Oh, what?
So dark.
Where did
I'm
Right
making
there.
an investigation check. 16.
Okay, wandering around town for a while. You find yourself in a district you haven't been in before. Kind of just following the canals around. And you find a place where you pass a lot of large palatial buildings. And you find one such large mansion-style building has largely been burnt to the ground, with some of the stone structure remaining still, and some of it having collapsed, and there's a bunch of guards and soldiers around. And continuing following the canal, walking through a gated area, you find a place where a lot of people are selling their wares. And while you're used to seeing people trade goods before, never on a scale this large. There are more people here than in this one area than were in your entire village. And just kind of stare around with your eyes wide. Here, are you a little lost there, dearie?
Yes, I'm looking for some tea.
Well, here, come and join me, dearie.
Should have gone with me. He would have made tea.
You see a dwarven woman, her hair kind of graying and pulled back into a bit of bun with some spectacles on the end of her nose. What's your name?
My name's Morley.
Hello, Morgan. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Gerdrin.
Hello, Gertrude. Do you make tea?
Well, we're here at the tea shop. We can just order some.
Order. You
So,
don't make it yourself?
Well, I could, dearie, but here they have the most delightful flavors, and they always try new things, and, oh, it's very simple. Have you,
Show me.
Oh gosh.
have you lived under a rock your whole life, dearie?
No, just.
On top of us.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not from around these parts.
Oh, dear. So, do you have any money to yourself?
Oh, you don't? Oh crap, we haven't even
Okay.
given you a dime.
Do you understand how money works, darling?
I understand the concept. I'm familiar with money.
You guys just let
How
this
much-
girl out of your sight.
How much do you understand about money, your
Bad
character?
parents.
I understand enough that it's not like a bartering system.
Is this Sarah's
You can-
song you're
Okay.
singing?
Still like.
And it's a different song, but it is Sarah singing.
Great. Sarah, can we turn this long slider on you a bit down? Thank you. Okay, so... Okay, so let me explain to you. So, money, dearie, can be exchanged for
I'd like to
goods
make an
and for
investigation
services.
check while she's talking
Okay, were you investigating?
to see if there's like
You steal because you don't understand the concept
a
of money.
thing that I can swipe while she's talking.
Okay, go for it.
I just want like a little piece in it. It's
The kleptomania of the rogue begins. You
That's
see?
gonna be
This
a-
here's what
I
rogue
have
thinks the
way
perfect
more
rogue.
stuff.
You look around, everything's out of reach, but you do see some
Now
people
it's
in
gonna be a fight.
very
Who
nice,
has the
you're
most
used to like
stuff?
tea in like a rough clay mug,
Yeah.
and they're these
Now I'm
delicate
winning,
little
but it
china
might not
teacups.
last.
You're like,
I don't think you're winning.
what are these? Okay, so money can be exchanged for goods and service. You know what? Here, I'll help you out. And she hands you 10 gold.
No, what part
Oh.
of that is stuff and what part of that is
Okay, so just for practice.
gonna be
So
on
this place
money
is called
very
a
well
cafe.
documented.
So here at a
It's half the
cafe,
page.
we have someone called a waiter, dearie, and they're going to come here and they're going to take.
Walk
Do
me
you have
around.
3 head-shaped rocks?
I'll do that in a moment. But first,
You
we'll go
have
through taking orders. So,
94 dollars.
a young
Do
woman
you
wants to
have
Kayla.
scented
Hello.
soap?
So she's never been to
Scented soap.
been to a cafe before. So here's how this works.
I have 3 javelins.
You're going to tell her
I have
what you would like to have from this list here.
Ink and paper.
Looks at the
I
menu.
also
Those
have supplies.
And there are so many items on this
So
menu.
do I.
And looks over. So I would like to have the Earl Grey tea, dearie. And for you, dear.
Whatever the chef special.
That's a very good choice. And the young one's like,
Good job.
okay,
You like-
all right, and we'll have that ready for you in a few moments. Okay, so then they're going to come here and they're going to bring us the tea and the tea stuff, and they're going to let us use their things. And then when we're done, they're going to take them away and wash them so that the next group can come in and use their things. And we're going to pay them. We're going to give them a bit of this money as compensation for them doing this work for us, so that they can in turn use that money and give it to somebody else in compensation for something that they do for them, and so on. So some time goes
Can I
by.
sit and drink tea with this lady and then as I'm leaving swipe the teacups from the other table where the fancy people were at?
So in a few minutes, you were given a teacup and
I'm
a
raising a
saucer.
little thief!
You're given a teacup and a saucer. There is the
You
teapot,
abandoned her.
placed
She's
in
all
the
by
middle.
herself, hanging out with a stranger.
and there's a few
Crime, sex trafficking right here.
All right, thank you, dearie. So, here we have. Have you ever used a cup and saucer before, dear?
No, I have actually, but I'm just gonna say that I have.
So, sometime in the bygone past, when I was but a wee lass, they would pour the tea from the cup into the saucer and drink from the saucer. No one knows why. You go through some time drinking tea.
It tastes so much better in ceramics.
Yes, I know, dear. So, what do you normally drink tea from? Hello, Corbin. Hi.
Hey,
Oh, Corbin's here.
a clay
Hey,
cup.
hey, Ben, show her your voice for her.
Yes. There's a part where I did your voice for you, and just for giggles.
I did your voice like this. This is your voice.
Dun, dun, dun. Wait, so my
You're French.
my brilliant scheme is to drink half
And
of my
Yoda.
tea while I listen to her explain things about tea, and then spill the other half of it on her. And while there's like a big commotion, I like swipe as much as I can.
A commotion?
Okay. There's also a
Is there
thing.
anything valuable?
Not
I just
really
want like
valuable.
a little
Silver
box of tea
spoons?
that I can take with me, and
um.
then maybe like a cup.
There's some spoons.
Yeah, there's
Made of
little spoons.
metal.
So dearie, and then in a while they're gonna come by, make sure that everything's okay, and then at that point we can ask for the bill, and then we can pay them. Okay?
Understand this.
So as some time goes by, yes, I did. It's basically my kobold voice. So some time goes by as you're waiting for the opportune moments. Make a perception check.
I think I'm gonna wait until she starts paying the bill. My perception, 22.
Don't worry, Corbin. It's like a 2-person tea party.
You do get the idea
Ben left
that
us out
while this lady is very
Yes, I
nice,
don't want
she's
to.
also keeping an eye on you, waiting for something to happen. So then they'll go, okay, so here's how we pay. So as you can see, according to this list here, there is a price attached. So do you know how to count, dearie?
No, I don't know how to count.
Oh my gosh.
What school did you go to?
Make a deception check real quick.
I do know how to count. 11.
She looks at you. Okay, sweetheart, I know you're not that dumb.
I can't count over 20.
Oh, well, that's fine. We don't need to. So, and there's the waitress who's just kind of sitting there like, whatever, this is my job. Okay, so for the price of this, so 10 silver equals 1 gold. Okay?
You gave me how much gold?
She gave you 10 gold. 10 copper is 1 silver. So, a cup of tea is 4 copper.
4 cups. That's math, isn't it?
Yes, it is, dearie. She helps you work out the math, and the two of you pay the woman. So mark out that you have 9 gold, 9 silver,
Oh, good.
and 96 copper.
9 gold, 9 silver, 96.
Wait,
No.
6
copper.
6 copper. Because it's 100 copper to a gold.
Yes.
Math.
6 copper.
Now, if you would like to be able to make this on your own, would you like to have your own tea and teapot?
I'll just come back later.
teapot.
I'm gonna
Well,
see
why
it
don't
again.
you come by? Why don't you come by the library, dear, and we can see what else we can help you with, okay?
Okay.
Would you like a bit of a tour of the city, dear?
I think I better be heading back to my friends, actually.
Okay, well, if you ever need anything, go over to the library and ask for a Gerdrin.
Hey Ben.
Yeah.
So having lived in Stonekeep for several years, would I know anybody who excels at tracking lost things, magically or otherwise?
Brain. Who gets locate object?
A lot of people.
I believe that's divination.
I know bards get it too,
Well, wizards get it.
but
Okay. It's possible somebody at the academy would have that. Like locate object. You could also try to see if there's any private investigators about. Anyone with a weird specialization
Corbin says,
Would-
yay, Norman side quest.
would probably be like in the militia.
I just made
no,
9 gold. I
because the
consider
militia
that
is-
success.
So the militia is it's basically not necessarily directly from the guardsmen, but people who live in Stonekeep who either had a military background or an adventuring background or whatever, and they decided they wanted to still be active in security and stuff. So they're a little less specifically organized than the army or the guardsmen.
Go to the library.
they're like scoutmasters in the Boy Scouts, except in D&D, and not at all. But you get what I'm going with here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says the person who's in Boy Scouts from the guy who's never in Boy Scouts.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. My options are the militia or the academy.
Yeah, basically.
All right. I hit the academy to find somebody who excels at finding lost things.
Can I follow?
Are we still working
Sure.
out somewhere else? Like, where is everybody here?
You're in like the training grounds at the.
Smina, I finally figured out who you remind me of.
Yes.
Short, ill-tempered, also a librarian, also has a name that you can't pronounce just by looking at it.
Are you sure that you want to finish this sentence?
So there were I was wondering if there might be a chance that you knew them. There were two people who worked in the library back in the School of Grandeur.
Oh, really?
Their names were. Let's see if I can. Where did I write them down? Their names were Ruin and Uli.
Lewin and Ollie, Ben, world history.
Sure.
Oh, geez, now I get a good roll. Okay, yeah, Ben, that's a 28.
Cool. She said School of
Grandeur.
Grandeur, which isn't a place that you really spent time.
But they worked as librarians there, so they could have been trained elsewhere.
Yeah, also, I traveled.
Yeah.
Don't suppose you'd like to know how to spell their names?
You have like a passing like those names ring a bell, but never
How do you
met them.
spell their
But like
names?
you have heard those names before.
I have heard of them before, but I don't never met them in person.
Rhea wants to know how to spell the names.
Ruin is spelled Mhumhin, and Uli is spelled Ulaidh.
Okay.
I don't know why I just thought of it just now, but the fact that a couple of you, the few of you share such interesting names, I wondered if you had any connection to them.
That doesn't sound... No. Wait, how did she spell them?
Would you like me to give it to you again?
Yeah,
no,
sure.
I got it.
Do-
Mhuin. Are you writing it down?
Okay.
How did you pronounce it?
Ruin.
1 second.
Yes, I wrote it that way. Because you're like, you spelled library wrong. I didn't. It's a joke. Undertale.
How can we spell library in the most Irish way possible?
Library.
Library.
Yeah, that's...
Library.
Okay. So...
Goodbye.
Actually, this one is not Irish. This one is Scottish.
Leabhar
Means enough.
A and N.
Interesting.
That's Irish for library.
Oh, great.
Wait, what is it spelled?
Leabhar
Leabhar
La
LA.
and N.
What was the last one? LN?
A and N is last three letters.
Lavlin? Something like that. I didn't hear all of it.
Yeah.
Will not say.
Can I see what it looks like?
Laverlin.
Laverlin? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what Moomin is.
What's its name?
Does this have a...
Just
Okay,
take
so
the
so
page.
you
Did
you go
leave?
to
Yeah.
You
yeah,
left.
you had
Oh.
to go. So you went to the academy looking for someone who does divination spells. And you find a yes.
Is Spriggan subatomic yet?
I don't. I think he is.
I'm asking for a friend.
Spriggan's subatomicness transcends time. At this point, he was now always subatomic.
Oh.
What do you know them from?
Oh, just they worked in the library, and they reminded me a lot of you. They were quick-tempered and
Irritating? I
They're-
know that.
Not here.
Because they were quick-tempered, their names reminded me of you when they
No,
worked in the
I'm not
library.
getting swole.
Wondered if
That's what I'm
you might have
doing.
known them.
Okay, hang on. Looking up spring going subatomic. Because I have the date. Let's see here.
World Anvil?
Yeah. That was before the Kraken fight, so that was on May 20th.
So yeah, he's...
So yeah, he's subatomic.
He's a rat. A very special rat.
On the 8th of June, so on the 8th of this month.
I
That's
mean,
when
rats are tiny,
Kraken-
so if we cast Reduce, we can send it there.
Yeah. It's the Ant-Man rat. I'm gonna save Spriggan. We're gonna bring Micah into this campaign too.
Yes.
We get to the academy.
Yes, you get to the cabin. And you find a youngish man at like a welcome desk. Yes, hello, hi, can I help you guys?
Yes, we're looking for a divination wizard.
I'll see if we have any. He starts making notes. What is the purpose and the...
We are trying to locate a god.
Okay.
Specifically one in a teapot.
Ooh, okay.
Hello, my name's Smina. I'm looking for my friend Smyrna. Her teapot looks like this.
Okay, well, would they be lost somewhere in the city?
No.
Well,
Locate
object is
range
1,000
feet.
Locate object?
yeah.
Oh.
So, that's gonna be out of our range of expertise, and that's assuming that,
Locate creatures the same. 1,000 feet.
now I would assume that, we actually still have anybody here. There was, after martial law came into effect, or when it was about to come into effect, several of the students decided they don't want to study under those conditions.
Locate animals or plants has a range of 5 miles.
Huh.
So if Smina were a plant, you could find her within 5 miles.
Alrighty then.
Would that help you? I'd have to check and see if there's anyone who can do that too.
No, I doubt they're within 1,000 feet of us, so.
Okay, well, is there anything else I can do for you guys?
You know any private investigators?
Not exactly here, but I can get some word out. What are you looking for?
Teapot.
Okay. Writing a letter. Okay. I wanted teapot. You described the teapot to him. Houses a rising deity. Okay, don't get that very often, like ever. Any other specific information?
Reward to be discussed on taking of job.
Okay. All right. Yes. And
Oh my gosh, I'm a quest giver.
You're the NPC.
all right.
Are we gonna get a one-shot based around getting the teapot back?
Yes, we could.
Ooh. That might be fun. Play Hearthstone clerics.
Anyway, so okay, all right. And if you're not available to be found, is there like a price range of posting for the reward? 'Cause that way, if you aren't actually here to give the specific mission, people can still go out looking for it. Do you have like a price range you want to put down?
As in reward range?
Yeah. Or titles, properties, etc. Like, you know.
The experience of being in presence of a god.
Okay. Let me think. Give me a minute. An airship once available.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. That will get some attention. Okay, well, I'll make some copies of this and spread them around. If we have any patrols leaving the city, I'll have them spread it towards as far as where they go. Good luck then.
Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I don't believe so.
All right. Is there anything I can do for you, ma'am?
No, I'm fine.
Alrighty. Excellent. Well, I'll have those written down.
Have you seen a woman with blue hair?
A woman with blue hair. No, I haven't, ma'am.
Seek's hair is not blue, is it? Yeah.
Seek's hair is not blue. Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, good luck then. Bye.
Blue hair? We're walking away.
My friend Sakura, I've spoken about her several times before. I was just wondering if she'd been in the area.
Why, you thought she would be around Stonekeep?
She said she was traveling. She planned to travel all over the place.
Not mine, Corbin. Not mine.
Yes, his, Corbin. Yes, his.
Corbin said her priority list is getting longer, I guess, because your teapot is way at the bottom. Alrighty, let's go check out the other end of that river that leaves the cave.
All right, we'll do that next time.
Okay.
On
Alright.
Ladies' Night Out. I'm Ben Anderson.
More like ladies. I don't know. Singular.
It's just me. Hi guys, I'm the only lady
Just
here.
you.
And I'm surrounded by so many guys that do not act like ladies at all. Whatsoever.
Okay.
Yes, because being a lady means being babyish and pulling up the rope when your friends don't talk to you.
No.
Which honestly
it's not
seems
required.
on brand for some of the women I've met.
You know, some women just like
You
to
know,
be listened
do
to.
you want to talk about this maybe, Kelton? Do we have some unresolved trauma we need to go
I don't
through?
know, Ben. Do you have unresolved trauma with a woman you'd like to talk about?
Not on stream, but definitely.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Kelton De La Cruz.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Caberpool.
I'm Zack Schneider.
And Corbin.
I'm Corbin.
Why are they all
Well,
kobolds?
I'm Corbin.
Technically, I had Corbin's character sheet, so...
But you didn't do
Alright,
anything.
I
with it.
forced.
I'm
Corbin.
Spartacus.
Corbin.
What'd you
Bye
say?
bye.
What'd you say?
I'm
I'm
Batman.
Spartacus.
Oh. I thought you said I'm Orcus, and I was gonna say...
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean,
Wait,
There
wait,
you go.
what's
There's
today?
Rhea's secret. She was secretly Orcus all along.
today is
The end date is what?
today is Friday the 2nd. Bye bye.
Oh, no.
Go on. Wait, hold up.
Is it
We're still
June
meeting with
2nd?
Mazda on the